What is going on here?
That is your finest song. It's awesome.
Oh my god, how many times did one person get pounded in the face? What, 8?
Amazing.
Sounds like a rough day for
I
me
feel
out
like
there.
this plan kind of sucks with Pete not being able to see and they're like right up by the rocks.
Oh, I remember this. Trying to get up those stairs when you're getting like bashed by waves.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's the most brutal exit point.
Yeah, it's very frightening for me.
It's got, at least he has
Yeah,
holding
me and you have
something.
had a couple times at that one.
Now what's this?
Oh man, this is my best dolphin footage I've ever had taken.
This is drone dolphin footage?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, look at that. Beautiful.
Nice. Good job by you.
Hope the chat is appreciating this.
We'll have to replay this later when some more people are around.
Yeah.
Wait,
Whoa.
Alright, I'm pretty late.
Pretty late. Pretty late, he goes.
Heck yeah, dude. Straight up metal.
It was a metal day.
Really was.
Alright, that's working.
I don't know why, but there's like no one here right now.
Yeah, that happened last night too. So we'll definitely have to replay this when people show up. And don't forget to monitor Twitch as well.
Yeah, I'll hop on there.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sick.
Sounds like a dangerous day out in the water.
It really does.
All right. That is our surf session that I survived, it sounds like.
Barely.
Barely survived that one.
Barely.
Yeah, going up those stairs when it's very like you'd think, okay, just go up and grab the railing and you should be good after that. But just finding the railing, like you kind of have to commit and lean forward to it. And if I don't know exactly where it is and I miss and I've overcommitted and there's rocks in front of me and giant waves behind me, that's a scary proposition trying to get out of the water right there.
It really is.
I think that they call those the Oceanside Trench Coat guys stairs. Isn't that
Yeah,
spot?
that's his spot. Yeah.
That's have you seen that guy lately?
I follow him on Instagram, and so yeah, I see him on Instagram all the time, but
He's
not
still-
in person. No.
No, he's still out there walking around in the ocean in his trench coat.
Oh, he like lays down now. That's his thing. He
Why?
just lays down on this platform near the beach, and the wave crashes over him.
Oh, all right. I mean,
Why is not a question that can be answered for him.
He just, however he needs to have a good time, I suppose.
I don't know what it is.
If you guys are just joining us, we're just getting started. Pete, Line Surfer here. Brooks over there. We got Bananas going to be coming in a little bit. We'll have the chat rolling. And what you are watching is this.
Welcome to the Blind Surfer Show.
Welcome in, everybody.
Yeah,
Hey.
we are live on all your favorite platforms. If you're watching us on Twitch tonight, you have the option. I'm one of the very first people to showcase this new fancy feature. You have the option to watch us in lovely horizontal or with Brooks beneath my my bottom section as a stacked vertical. It's the whole world like switched to this vertical thing, Brooks, because I feel like everybody was just too lazy to turn their phones sideways. I don't really understand how everybody just decided that portrait was the way to go.
Well, we just kind of it was an adaptation, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah, I don't really it's like
We could just turn our phone sideways.
Yeah,
but
it didn't
that's,
seem
like,
that-
weird. It's too weird to hold in your hand, right? Like holding sideways hurts.
it
gotta
just
use
seems
two
weird.
fingers.
But
Yeah.
from a visual standpoint, listening to a blind guy talk about visual standpoints, I feel like you'd want to see more.
Right.
Like when you're shooting your documentary, you'd like rather show like more of what's going on as opposed to just a skinny sliver of it. But
Right.
because we don't want to turn our phones. Hey, look at
American
that.
Ferret just followed.
Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. He made Steve show up on the screen there. My favorite one now is when someone subscribes on Twitch, it shows me riding an inflatable banana and it makes a boner noise sound effect. But that's the Steve's head will pop up there and give you a little Hanna-Barbera sound effect. I read the strangest name, voiceover wise, today, Brooks. No. Yeah, it was probably the second strangest name I've ever had to read because I do so much in the world of sports Like I'm always doing draft picks for the NFL draft, and I did a video a little while ago that I'm always doing like NHL hockey players, which are all from like the Eastern Bloc, and they have their crazy Eastern difficult names with all consonants run together. But I was doing something today. It's fun working for a bunch of like local radio stations throughout the country, because while I do work for the NHL, MLB, I don't do a lot for the NBA, but I do a lot for the NFL. And there's a lot of focus on the pro sports. When you work for these radio stations that are kind of in like these smaller areas, they do a lot of focus on local high school sports, which is kind of cool. Like for me growing up, my high school sports teams were not covered at all. Like if someone put a blurb in the local paper, like Winchester's going to be playing Woburn this weekend, we're like, hey, we got to mention. But there's literally radio stations like dedicated to covering their local high school sports teams. I work at a station, WMOH 1450 The Ticket, and that's in Cincinnati. And the one I did today was KFIG ESPN Fresno. And I was helping to promote their high school student athlete of the week. And it was a girl, and her first name was Asterisk.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
I'm not gonna lie.
But what is your nickname?
Asti.
Oh, that's better. I was just thinking like ass or like assy. I'm like, that's not really a fantastic nickname for that poor girl.
That's not great.
And for me, text to speech is pretty funny, because when I do, I do all my scripts through text to speech, and it will read everything to me out loud except for like period and comma, but anything else on the screen, it'll say it. And a lot of times, like if I get a strange name to read, it'll be like, DeBrickashaw asterisk Ferguson. And what that is indicating in the script is the asterisk is telling me that there's a pronouncer at the bottom of the page. So then I have to scroll down to the bottom of the page and find the pronouncer. So when I heard, I'm just going to give her the last name Smith. I'm like reading the script. Thanks for the follow, YouTube follow. It was like, thanks to the student athlete of the week. And it said like asterisk Smith. And I'm like, I know how to say Smith. I was like, why'd they give me an asterisk on that? And then I finally had to put it into like a character mode, which means the text to speech will read me like every single letter of it. I'm like, This girl's name is actually asterisk. I grew up in a boring generation of names. Basically everybody in my high school was Pete, John, Mike. Nobody. I met a kid.
Northeast style name.
Yeah, exactly. All waspy names.
Yeah.
I met a kid this weekend. He took a picture with me. His name was Maverick.
No way.
Yeah, Maverick.
That's a California kind of name.
Yeah, I met him on just outside the beach. Nisha and I had just come in from surfing, and she's like, "Have you ever surfed there?" And he's like, "Where?" Because she's like talking about Maverick's the spot, and he didn't. He was a skater. And he said to me, he said to the both of us, he's like, I got the scars to prove it. And I'm like, what's going on? Nisha's like, oh my God, he's covered with like cuts and scars because he's a street skater. And
it sounds like he's living up to his name, but I think the problem with naming someone like that is like, what if they're just not a gnarly person? What if they're just like a loser?
Yeah.
And then you just became named Maverick for no reason.
Then you just end up called Mav or Maeve.
Yeah. Maeve.
Maeve.
Mav, dude.
But he was funny. He's like, yeah, thanks for the follow. He's like, I haven't gotten into surfing. He's like, it seems kind of dangerous. And meanwhile, he's like covered in cut. What do you think? I mean, you've skated enough in your life. You know what you're doing on a skateboard, and you've surfed a lot. What do you think is the more dangerous and kind of a separate related question? Which one can you get most injuries from?
Definitely skating.
Yeah.
Skating is so gnarly. I mean, I was a skater when I was a kid, and I was just never that brave because you take one or two slams and it's just you're terrified, And surfing's similar, if you go out and surf a 20-foot wave, that'll scare the crap out of you.
Yeah.
But just pound for pound, you get way less injuries surfing, and you can take way more risks than you can with skating.
I feel like I've gotten better at knowing what's happening in an uncontrollable situation, if that makes sense. Like surfing, when I used to get on a wave and I started to lose control, I would just, for some reason, because, a lot of my audience doesn't know that you are literally tethered to your board. You have a leash. And so the thing will get 5.5, 6 feet away from you and it'll come back because it's attached to your ankle. And somehow, like the first year and a half of me surfing, I would literally start to wipe out, and the board would find my face every time. Like
Yeah.
every time I get a fin in the face, the back of the board, I'm like, oh man, every time I get hit in the face. And I'm not making like a conscious decision these days, but I do feel like I somehow managed to fall better and avoid the board.
Right.
I think that's just something you pick up with experience. Was someone trying to get in touch with me, or what was that all about? Oh, it's I'm on a fundraiser list for one of the political parties, and they are hitting me up hard. I don't know how they got me. I guess you just throw out a wide net and hope that someone sends you some money. I believe I've got the chat rolling on.
The mess is proof he's busy.
Oh, what's why am I busy,
Nathan
Brooks?
One says it's been a while since I've seen you out.
Well, I'm here now. I'm here with Brooks. Sam the chicken is off to the side. Banana's going to be joining in a little bit. Like I said, we got the text machine rolling.
Nathan One says, how long has it been since you seen me?
I've never seen you.
QWADE says good.
Good.
Dank MF Angel says, hey guys.
There's Dank. Dank is
Thanks here.
He's holding down the fort.
Nathan One says, just kidding.
In Twitch for me. Well,
Joni BC
Here's
says, hi
Joni.
Chris.
Joni's handling the
Ririmer 4978 says Chris. Hi.
Now I'm trying to figure out if that's the real Riri. You weren't here like last week, Brooks. There was someone on Riri's account kept trying to get me to download a pay version of a browser that she kept saying was like a really awesome browser and very safe. And I'm like, that does not sound like something Riri would say.
No.
No.
She got hacked.
That
sounds like a hacking to me.
I think so. She somehow got it back.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it today. For some reason, I've been getting a lot of people asking me like if I drive, if I've ever driven, and I never, unfortunately, I was never able to drive a car, and I knew that from a very early age, which was just so like it was such a kick in the nards for a million different reasons. Like I feel like kids these days, a lot of them aren't even bothering to get their licenses. Have you heard this?
No.
Like around here and in Manhattan and a bunch of places, like kids are like, oh, I've got my e-bike, or oh, I've got, Uber or Lyft or something like that. Like for me and my generation in Massachusetts, you could get your learner's permit at 16 and a half. Was it 16 and a half or 15 and a half? Or 16, whatever it was. Like literally that day, all of my friends would like run to the DMV and get their learner's permit. Like everybody was super excited to drive. Did you screw around, or did you get your permit as soon as you could?
Oh, I got it as soon as I could.
Yeah.
I needed to get to the beach,
Yeah. Like
I had to get to the beach.
It's freedom. It's the ability to pick up a girl on a date. Like that was one of the harder things for me. Like early on, like I used to have the girl come and get me, which sounds, I don't know, maybe, does it sound sexist to be like, I should pick her up? Is that a bad attitude to have?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, I felt weird being the guy and having the girl come and pick me up. And even like many, many years later, when I found myself single and I was like online dating, I'd set up a date and I'd tell the girls like, oh, come and pick me up at my house. And they're like, okay. The way I met Banana is, I threw out a location that I knew I could ride my bicycle to.
Right.
Yeah, and I was like, I hope she says yes because I can ride my bike there. And sure enough, she and I met at that place. I decided not to wear a helmet because I didn't want to have helmet head, and instead I went down. I had like some product in my hair, and I showed up at the date. My hair was like straight up, like I'd ridden a roller coaster. And I didn't know until after the date was over. I'm like, why didn't you tell me I had my crazy hairdo on? She's like, I just thought that's how you wore it. Like, okay. I mean, it's literally like I stuck my head outside like the moving window of a car, like a roller coaster. Like it was straight up. I was like, oh God. Like I can't believe I did the whole date like that.
That's hilarious.
But a lot of people ask me if I've driven a car, and in my head, and when I'm answering it, I'm always thinking about it in terms of freedom, like the ability to get around and stuff.
Yeah.
But I had a weird thought today when I went into my booth, which is right over there, and I closed the door in that booth, and I'm in a really peaceful, comfortable place. I'm talking about my voice acting booth, where I do like all my work, all my voiceovers and stuff. And I get in there, and it's just me. It's a closed door. It's an enclosed space. There's no sound. I can focus. I'm comfortable. And I realized I feel like I've never had the opportunity to experience it myself, but is that how you feel, or do you take it for granted at this point? Have you ever felt like your car is your comfortable, safe place?
Oh, definitely. All the time. I mean, you don't even think about it until your car's broken down, or like your car is somehow away from you, and you forget how much of it's your personal little bubble. You know,
Yeah.
I was thinking about that because I was just on a road trip actually, and I was driving around in the cliffs of California, around Big Sur,
Yeah.
where if you made the slightest mistake, you will just plummet to your death.
Yeah.
Or your car, you're gonna wreck your car and it's gonna fall off of a cliff.
Yeah. We
Um,
experienced that driving to Yosemite. I was, the passenger, no help whatsoever. And Banana was like, "This is scary." I'm like,
yeah,
"Are there guardrails?" And she's like, in some places, but like the fact that they have roads that if you like, lose attention for half a second, you can just drive off and die.
yeah,
Sounds a little frightening.
yeah. No, but I thought to myself, I was like, it's crazy how much my car is just like kind of part of me in the situation, and if anything happened to my car, how I would just be in this other reality where I'm stuck on the side of the road in a place where my phone doesn't work and just everything would be terrible, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, I actually had that thought kind of recently, how my car, I'm so used to this little safety bubble in my car, but the slightest mistake or change in the way it performs can affect my entire life.
Have you ever gone and just like, because I have a soundproof booth that I can go into. And for me, if I'm having like a moment or a bad day or I just need to relax, like I can go into that booth and just close the door. And it's literally my most comfortable, safe space, which is a great place to be where, to have my acting space be my most comfortable space.
Yeah.
But have you ever just like walked, because I know you're probably pretty comfortable in your house, but have you ever gotten into your car, closed the doors and maybe put on like some music just to have that like peace?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I
Really?
mean, not in a long time. I mean, I feel like if you are in a situation where you have nowhere else to go, that's more so what you would do. I mean, honestly, the other day, I don't think I told you this, but I was waiting for I went to a Pokemon drop and I went and slept in my car.
You did?
So that was my safe space.
Nice.
It was my safe space. My car, I love my car so much. It's my bubble of peace. I love it. I love driving it.
If my studio, I'm just trying to think about it. Like if my studio could magically like transport me from place to place, like that,
Yeah.
that would be pretty amazing.
Well, it's a place, your car, you can sing as loud as you want.
Yeah.
You can scream, you can
Yeah.
cuss at people, and no one knows.
I
You
remember,
pick your nose. I pick my nose a lot.
oh, but I've heard story, and there's an Eminem song. He pulls up to a stoplight, and two hot chicks catch him picking his nose.
Yep.
You can
Yeah,
definitely get
I do that all the time.
you get caught out there.
I mean, I don't know if I've been caught, but I be doing it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I be picking.
I'd be picking.
I'd be picking pretty hard.
I remember in high school, I was on the football team. I still had some vision back then. I played offensive line,
Yeah.
and we were all doing stretching. My high school football team was massive. There was like 80 guys on the team, 90 maybe, and we're all there. And we're all doing stretching. And our coach, Coach Manganaro, we called him Mango, and he's like, "So I'm driving down the street the other day, just driving down Main Street." And what do I see coming towards me? And I don't know if I want to call the poor guy out. Whatever. There's a guy named Sully on the team. And he's like, and I see Sully coming to me. And he must have had the radio cranked up because he's just seat dancing like I've never seen before. And he starts doing like they described it to me later, like just doing like a total like disco dance. And,
Yeah.
because he was in his car, he was in his safe space. He was rocking out to, Nirvana or whatever was on the radio back in 1994. And it's funny. I feel like people in their cars, they feel like they're in their safe own space, but like you're in a fishbowl. There's windows. People can see in there.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, but I don't really care what people think about me while I'm driving. I'll pick my nose, I'll stare at them, I don't care.
All right.
You
You show it off.
I'll be screaming, I'll be freaking singing, I'll be shirtless, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
This is my space, and I don't judge other people. I see people doing crazy stuff in their cars.
I feel like that would be just kind of fun. People watching is just like seeing what people are doing when I thought that in my head, I thought that they didn't think people could see them, but maybe it's what you say. They just don't care that people can see them.
Oh, I mean, no one cares. I mean, it's you get this false sense of like no one's looking at me, but really you are being looked at.
Oh, is everything running smooth, by the way? We're like 10 minutes in. I haven't even asked.
Yeah, everything's going good.
Everything good? Okay.
Mhm.
I was thinking about people not seeing you. I was in a car with a woman driving from Boston to Connecticut. This is years ago. I was going down for really big interview with a really big sports announcer. I was going to be working on his show, and she knew that I was legally blind. And these days I say I'm blind because you could literally be you could be picking your nose right now, and I have no idea. But back then I was legally blind, so I could see a little bit. And when you're in a car, like you're like rubbing elbow distance away from one another. And the woman apparently had a bit of a misconception of what I could and couldn't see, because we're driving on 95, whatever, going south, and out of the corner of my eye, I start to notice, and I didn't want to look more closely because I didn't want to give away that I knew what was going on, but she starts going to town picking her nose. Like picking her, and I've got enough vision to, I can't see if she has like crow's feet or anything like that. I can't tell the color of her eyes. Like maybe if she had some like chin hair, I wouldn't be able to see that. At this point in my life, I didn't have a lot of detail, but I see the finger like going up there. And then she holds her finger out in front of her and she put it in her mouth.
Oh.
Yeah, and she did it 3 or 4 times. She picked it. Making myself kind of gag just thinking about that.
It sounded like you just swallowed one.
Yeah, there was a girl. I remember in my kindergarten there was this girl who did that. She would eat her own boogers, and she never lived down the stigma. Like
Why is that a thing?
I don't know.
Why do people do that?
So I knew this girl from K through 12, and the poor girl ate her booger, and she never, like in 12th grade, people were like, "What's up, booger eater?" And like, I'm like, if I ever have a kid and I send them to school, I'm literally gonna be like, don't eat your boogers. Like, I got one piece of advice for you: don't eat your boogers.
Yeah, there was a kid who ate dog poop in my high school.
Why? On a dare? I hope.
No,
he just.
Well,
did.
I think he did actually. I think it was like he was trying to be funny or
that's
something like that. But yeah, he never lived it down, and I never let him live it down.
I wouldn't either. So this woman's picking, eating, and just she thinks that I can't see her, and I part of me want to be like, I can see you, like because I couldn't take it anymore. I was like starting to be like, ugh. And then in the console between the two of us, the armrest area, she had a box of friggin' animal crackers, and she's like picking boogers and eating animal crackers, and then she like realizes she hasn't offered me any. And she's like, hey, do you want it? Like, I could tell she was about to offer me an animal cracker with the hand that she just had up her nose and in her mouth. And she like starts to ask, she's like, do you want an animal? No, I do not.
Right.
I couldn't have refused that any quicker. So I feel like, it was as I was losing my eyesight, I feel like people either underestimated or overestimated how much I could see a lot of the time. But as it went away and continued to go away, and then I lost the ability to see anything that was going on around me, I realized how important it was to be surrounded with people that I could trust.
It is kind of like obviously you can trust everyone around you, but do you ever wonder, like, is Brooks picking his nose or,
Kinda, sometimes.
My God, like I would be wondering that all the time.
I've started to, and basically with everybody I know, and I can't, it kind of makes me seem like I'm impatient. Like I'll be talking to Banana or you, and I'll ask a question and I don't get an answer. And what's happening is you guys have quickly grabbed your phone for just a couple seconds or so.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I say something and I don't get the response. I'm like, did you drop dead? I'm like,
well, that's frustrating no matter what.
It's
I mean, even if you see them, it's actually more frustrating if you see them doing it because you're like, really? I just asked you a question.
But if I know what's going on, I think it's frustrating in 2 different levels. Like, at least I know what's going. Like, oh, you just had to check your phone. I get it. That's cool. Like, not getting.
Oh, you don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't get what's
just like they could just be staring at you.
The other day, Saturday, Nisha and I were on the beach, and we were in the middle of talking, and I think I was talking to her about how like excited I was to get back into the water. I got back in this Saturday finally. Oh, I think I told you.
Yeah.
I was talking to her about like trying to readjust my paddle stroke, or it was in the middle of a sentence, and I thought I heard like, but it didn't. I didn't really pay any attention to it, and I'm kind of going on and on, and then like 20 seconds later, she's like, "Oh God, sorry, I had to go." I'm like, "You weren't there?" I was like, how long were you
Where did
gone
she
for?
go?
She's like, there was this pregnant mom with her 2 little
She
kids.
didn't tell you she was leaving.
No, the pregnant mom was
tisk.
she was trying to take a selfie of herself with the 2 little kids, and apparently like she dropped her phone in the sand, and Nisha's the ultimate like caretaker. So she saw that and like just immediately bolted and grabbed the phone and offered to take the picture and took some pictures of the woman. And, meanwhile, I'm like, so I'm thinking about when I paddle out there today, I'm going to have to pay a lot more attention to my overhead portion of the stroke. And then I'm like, I think I realized she wasn't there. I was like, so what are we looking at anyway? I'm like, what are the waves like? I'm like, hello? And then she comes like running back. She's like, oh, sorry, I had to go. I'm like, man, it is so weird. Like, not that I didn't tell you this one time. And I think you had told me you were going to go to the bathroom. We were at Daily News having breakfast one morning.
Yeah.
And you said you were going to go to the bathroom, but then you didn't. You didn't leave like right away.
Yeah.
And I think Banana was already. She had to like go back to the car to get her like dairy pills or something like that. And then you did go, and same thing. Like I told like a pretty long story, and then I reached out to like where your spot was. I like reached out to like towards your chair. I'm like, he's not
See
there.
there. That's pretty funny.
So being around people I trust is kind of important. We are on, if you're following us on Twitch, if we got anybody there tonight, there's a new little feature where you can choose to watch us either horizontal or vertical. I guess there's like a little button there, and you can pick whichever way you want to do it. We're on YouTube, horizontal and vertical. We're on we were big on TikTok last night. I had a large number of people following on TikTok. Did I break the text to speech, or is it just a little quiet at the moment?
There's people
Larry
chatting.
says what you owe.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. I wonder why it takes.
Johnny BC
there we
says I
go.
usually
Brody
take vertical
O'Leary.
because the chat is on top of a busy background, and
The-
figure this is easier on your eyes.
Well,
Larry
nothing's
says
easy.
said hi.
Said hi. Nothing's
Test
easy
30
on my
says
eyes.
hi.
So that's weird. When I switch to
Johnny
it
BC
takes
says
like
Nisha is lovely.
30 seconds. Nisha is lovely, isn't she? It takes like
Word for it.
30 seconds before the chat starts playing when I press that button, I
Larry
guess.
says, are you actually blind or are you doing it for entertainment?
What kind of a dick question is that? Like, how much of an ass would I be?
Who asked it? Brody.
Yeah, like, is that
You
is that
are gone.
I like, am I actually like for entertainment? Like how
Johnny BC says okay. I'm back to vertical.
Okay, all right. Like I don't know. Am I being overly sensitive there? Am I doing?
I ban anyone who asks that question.
Am I doing it for entertainment? Yeah, like it's so frustrating to me. Like, first of all, don't you think that as an entertainer, I am an entertainer. This is what I do for a living. I'm a voice actor. I'm an actor. I've been a singer. I've been a stand-up comedian. I entertain. It is my job to tell compelling stories, to be engaging, to voice act, to emote, to convey emotions and tell stories. And don't you think, I was in the middle of a rant, but I appreciate the super chat.
At Sarah Cam
It's Sarah.
7808
Thank you,
to
Sarah.
$5.
Appreciate you,
super chat.
Sarah.
Brooks, we are never letting you live down the nose picking. Love you still though.
I don't care.
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. Let me finish my rant. As someone who is trying to entertain people, don't you think that it would be easier for me if I had all of my senses? To be a blind entertainer, like think about all the people that are on social media that do like long form shows and they react to videos.
Right.
Like, how much easier is it? Like, I can't say I saw this funny picture. I watched this show. I'm
the easiest content in the world.
It is the easiest content in the world to create content, to create the massive amount of content that I've created. Now you can say that it's based around being blind, but that's because I am blind. Like, could you imagine what I could have created if I could have seen? Like, it would be a much easier road for me to be a creator if I could actually see what was going on. I remember when I was doing stand-up comedy and I was kind of like halfway. At that point, I could like kind of see, but kind of not. And I was like, I really can't do visual jokes. Like, even if I did see something on TV, I can't like tell people that I saw something, but I'm blind. Like, so this is not a shtick. And if it was, it would be the dumbest shtick in history because it just makes life harder.
Yeah, imagine, and then at one point having to, come back from that, right?
What do you mean?
Well, like imagine doing it for as long as if you were actually pretending to be blind.
Oh God. I'd have to
Like,
pretend till the day I was dead.
right. It's like, okay, like, how does that end? You know?
Yeah, exactly. And then I'd have to like hide in my house all day every day. Like someone, whatever video I posted on Monday, someone was like, "I saw you out and about," and they said my hometown. They're like, "On Father's Day." I'm like, "Yep, that's where I was." Like, can you imagine if I wasn't using a cane or if I was driving?
Right.
And then someone would be like, "Oh, he's totally faking it." Like you can't claim a disability like this.
By the way, has anyone ever done that? Like, these people get this idea that that's like something that someone maybe has done
That's a good
or
question.
would do. Who's ever done that? Who's ever pretended to be blind or deaf or anything for any reason? It's not funny.
No,
It wouldn't be funny.
no.
So, like, people that ask that, I'm just like, what do you like? Do you really think that someone would do that?
Oh, and then it drives me crazy. The people that are like, they're like, "You're doing it for money and clout." I'm like, no money. And like, I guess if you want to call what I have clout, like, and it's always, I've always said that this channel and everything I've done, it's done a lot of good. It's helped a lot of people, but it kind of started out of a selfish need for me to like just kind of share my own stories. Like I felt kind of lonely in the world. I'd spent 20 years trying to tell people I wasn't going blind. I got to a point that I couldn't hide it anymore. And I just kind of felt like I had to, it was like a big come out of the closet for me. Like I'm blind. And yeah, I mean, it would just be absolutely insane to try and, people say there's that whole meme or whatever trope about Stevie Wonder not actually being blind, which is just crap. And they could be like, well, he wouldn't have been as a popular musician if he could see, which is dead wrong. Like he's blind or not blind, he's an amazing musician. And I feel like blind or not blind, I'm extraordinarily good at voice acting. If anything, being blind has made it a million times harder for me to get anywhere in my profession.
People are so stupid, man.
That's a good. You know what? I never thought of that question. Like, who has ever? Is there this big long line of people who have faked being blind or being disabled to get?
Right. They're like, they think that that's some kind of weird thing people have done in the past.
I guess I've heard of people who have faked, like having cancer to do like a GoFundMe or something.
I had a
like
cousin who faked having a neurological disease to get drugs.
that. What? How does that go down?
He just pretended like he couldn't walk, I guess, and the doctors were not smart enough to figure it out.
Seriously?
I'm like, man, he just must be really good at faking a disease.
Yeah. What kind of drugs was he getting?
I think he was getting painkillers.
Okay.
He was selling them.
Oh, good.
It was a full racket.
Well, yeah. I mean, so like, what is the benefit of me being blind? I'm trying to think about it.
You can just continue this weird bit you're doing forever, and it's the only way that you could be entertaining. It's definitely not your voice or your editing or anything else.
No.
You had to have that to become successful, obviously.
Just the blind thing.
Yeah, that's it.
It was such a roadblock getting started in my career. And it's funny, like I used to do a lot more individual public speaking. I'd go speak to groups of different blind people, lighthouse organizations in Miami and Perkins School for the Blind in Boston. And I'd kind of tell them my path and my story. And afterwards everyone's like, "Oh, so how do I get into voice acting? Is that what I should do?" And I'm like, it's literally like one of the hardest things you can do as a voice actor, because the first thing you have to do is learn how you're going to get your copy, because everybody else in the industry reads it, with their eyeballs.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to do that text to speech thing, right?
You created it yourself.
Yeah. And so I've had blind people and legally blind people reach out to me before, and they say they want to get into voice acting. Like, what's the first thing I should do? What kind of acting classes should I take? I'm like, the first thing you need to do is to be able to get input, meaning copy, and be able to deliver it at the speed that you need to speak at. Whether you're going to develop either a massive memory or do what I do and have the text to speech going at this. People don't understand the speed that I have to. A lot of times people hear my text to speech and like, "Oh my God, why is it so fast?" I'm like, that's literally the speed that we speak at. As humans, you're just used to hearing people speak faster as opposed to hearing robots. And so, I mean, the first time I had the idea of using the text to speech thing, it was really my only shot. I was like, if I'm going to be a voice actor, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to learn how to hear a robot voice in one ear and act, according to the sounds that I'm hearing. There's 2 times as an adult that I can recall tearing up and being like emotional about something. And one of them was when I was trying to do that. I'd been at it for like 3 days. I'm like, this isn't going to work. I'm like, I can't hear that voice at the speed I need to hear it. And then also act and repeat after it. I'm like, this is extraordinarily difficult. And now, if anybody watches me or hears me do it, they're like, oh, that's super easy. I'm like, yeah, because it's been years and years and years and years and years of nonstop practice. But yeah, getting into voice acting, like the first thing you have to do is learn how to, get your copy. It's like an illiterate person being like, hey, how do I become an actor? I'm like, you're going to have to learn how to read, dude. Like, first step is you're going to have to learn what your lines are.
Yeah.
What's it-
Imagine being illiterate and trying to do anything.
I listened to the Henry Winkler. He was the Fonz on Happy Days.
Yeah.
I listened to his
Is he
autobiography.
illiterate?
He has extreme dyslexia.
Oh.
And he actually he started writing a series of books about like a little dyslexic kid. It became very popular children's books. But he said that it was very, very, very difficult for him to read his scripts and learn his scripts. And a lot of times he would just wing it. And he didn't tell people he was dyslexic. He'd just kind of go in there and like just kind of like do what he thought like would work. And it's because, other people could read their script 2-3 times and put it into their memory, whereas he'd have to take it home and like agonizingly struggle over each word, each sentence, each paragraph until he could finally put it into his head. I've heard that Tom Cruise also has some dyslexia. So, I mean, that obviously makes it like way, way more difficult for them to memorize their scripts. But I had sympathy for his story, understanding that having a disability is difficult, especially when everybody else you're competing against does not. But in the back of my head, I was like, well, at least you can still see the words. Like the words jumbled is better than no words at all.
Right.
Who's the guy that played Hannibal Lecter? Why can't I think of his name right now? Sir, he's been knighted in England. You know who I'm talking about?
Sir Jaundice Hamilton.
No, what? No. Is that... Well, Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, okay.
Anthony Hopkins. He was knighted by the Queen, so he's Sir Anthony Hopkins. I've heard that guy can like read through a script once or twice and commit it to
the whole
memory.
thing.
Yeah, I'm like that's
Someone else got it right. Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm like that is crazy. That is like a really amazing skill. Jack Nicholson, from everything. You know who he is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. Shining. He was the Joker and the old Batman. What are some of his more recent things?
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. Like what are his
The
big...
Shining was obviously the one of the best, but in the recent, man.
God, I mean, he's done a million things.
Yeah.
I feel like people know him in the zeitgeist, but I feel like he stopped doing movies a while ago because he said that he could no longer memorize the scripts. Like memory is obviously it fades as you get older, but it's also something I feel like you have to practice to keep up with.
Yeah.
I like to pop over to the chat every now and then. I know you're in there keeping everybody company. So this new system, it puts it up on the screen supposedly, but it doesn't start saying it for like 30 seconds, right? Like, is there something happening in the chat at the moment? It just doesn't feel like telling
Yeah,
me?
there's stuff happening in the chat, actually a lot.
At
There we
Ringer
go.
4978 says I have wanting to go to Anna Maria Island. FL. Have y'all been?
I've never been to Anna
Portman
Maria Island.
3210 says evening.
Evening.
Dang,
All right.
Angel
Evening.
420 says make movies great again.
Make movies
At
great
Sarah
again.
Cam
I do my best.
7808 says I'll make ribs and banana pudding and something spicy for Brooks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, ribs and banana pudding sounds pretty
That
awesome.
sounds awesome.
I haven't had banana pudding. Someone
I ate
mailed
a
me.
lot of ribs recently with you.
Yeah, we killed for the birthday party. We killed all of the
At
ribs.
VR Barrel
Really?
Running Voice says
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I've seen all your videos.
Hey, all my videos.
Sunrose 8 says I wonder if dyslexia affects blind people with Braille.
You s-
At
maybe.
Rimer 4978 says no chain restaurants, no chain hotels.
Hey, that's pretty nice. All 1,347 of my videos is what they've seen. That's kind of impressive.
It's pretty a lot.
It's a lot of
I think
videos.
I've seen probably 75% of them.
I mean, they're all basically like a minute long,
Yeah.
so 1,300 minutes of your life. It is kind of funny when you see, everything's about stats driven these days. And so I can look at the stats of, I just updated something for you that you're helping me out with. I'm up to 1.3 billion video views. And then it breaks down like how many minutes that is. So each view could be anywhere from like 1 minute to 3 minutes of one of my videos. And all of a sudden it tells me that like there's been like 600 million hours that people have spent watching my videos. I'm like, holy cow. Part of me is like, I don't want to be responsible for people sticking their nose in their phone for that long, but Then I remember, oh, I'm trying to make content that like, actually helps people. Actually, if nothing else, puts a smile on their face, but maybe could help inspire and motivate them. Twitch allows you to put tags for your stream. So if people are searching for something to watch, um, it'll fall into the genre. I did put inspire and motivate, but it's weird to be the one that is like, it's weird for me to be like, I'm inspiring. It's weird to like, talk about, it's like doing your own eulogy. I feel like it's weird to talk about myself that way sometimes. But I also put in taste test because hopefully we're going to have some food a little bit later. Do we have these? Oh, these things. I'm starting to get really hungry and I don't know if this is going to make me. It is a blue raspberry. Was it a Mike and Ike? I never even asked. Is it a Mike and Ike?
Oh yeah.
So they're blue Mike and Ikes, blue raspberry.
Yeah.
There's a couple kinds of food that when I eat them make me more hungry. And one of them is an apple. I feel like every time I eat an apple, I'm literally hungrier than I was before I ate the apple.
Yeah. I don't think they don't satiate very well.
No. Trying to think if there's anything else. No, but apple is always like if I need a snack, someone's like, want an apple? I'm like, no, that is not going to help. God, I can only have one of these. I just start to drool like a maniac.
They're so good, those things.
Banana is, I didn't ask what time she's going to, it is 6:31 p.m. She usually comes in like 40 past or something like that. I do have a billion. Oh, I want to finish that thought talking about, having to surround myself with people that I trust. Like, I'll give you an example why it's in my mind. It's because I dated someone that was so screwed up is the only reason I think like this. But I dated a girl back in Boston who, my eyesight wasn't gone at that point, but it was bad. And if you stepped 5 feet away from me, I wouldn't know what you were doing.
Yeah.
And she used to, I've told the story before where she would commit, like she would hide in rooms and like, as long as she didn't move, like I can sense the movement or hear the feel of movement maybe. As long as she didn't move, she could just like sit in a chair in a room. And, it's not like I was like dancing around with my pants off and, doing a pee-pee dance or anything. Like just, oh,
Whoa.
Cat Shark
What's that
90
one?
just followed.
thank you,
Oh,
Cat
cool.
Shark 90.
Sweet.
I feel like if everybody did that all at once on Twitch, it would be very exciting. I've been told that when a hype train starts, that just kind of like keeps happening again and again. Yeah, anybody wants to follow on Twitch, you get your name announced by the robot guy. You get to see Steve up on the screen, so you can follow me on Twitch at Pete Gustin. But she would literally just hide in the corner of the room, and she would do it for like long periods of time, like 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden, I'd just go to do something. Like the moment I started to do something weird, she'd be like, boo! And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, how long have you been there? She's like, the whole time. I saw you taking your shorts off and changing into your pajama pants.
Whoa.
I'm like, why? She got a weird thrill out of knowing that I couldn't see her. And I thought that was freaky. Like,
That's weird.
I don't
yeah.
feel like most people are wired like that to
No.
get a thrill out of that.
No.
But she definitely did.
Wasn't there someone who might have sent you in front of a car as a joke?
Yeah. Yep.
That's the craziest.
Well,
That's the craziest version of that.
well,
thing
it's
that I've heard
backwards.
of.
She said she told me it was safe to cross the street.
Yeah.
Then when I took 2 steps into the street, she said, "No, look out!" And there was no car because she thought that was hilarious. See, look at
Trip
that.
77 underscore just followed.
What up, tip 77 underscore? I appreciate the follow. That's well, we're gonna grow these things like one at a time over on Twitch. I think we're up to like 518 followers on Twitch right now. But every time you do it, you get a fun little shout out. So make sure to head on over there and check it. Their notifications are so much better. The people on YouTube, the daily watchers, like the people that watch the show every Tuesday and Wednesday, they're like, I don't get notified. Like people don't get the notifications on YouTube. That drives me bonkers that YouTube doesn't tell people that the show is live. Twitch does a better job of that. So not only was she like hide in rooms and do stuff like that, but I started to feel like she was just doing stuff all the time to kind of mess with me. And for example, like towards the, like right as we broke up, we'd go out to a bar or a restaurant, no, more like a bar or a club or something. And she'd be like, I'm going to the bathroom. And then she would be gone for a long time. And we were there with her friends, and her friends would be like, she's on the dance floor right now, like dancing with like 2 guys, like really dancing with them.
Mm.
And then she'd come back after like 10 minutes and be like, oh, sorry, there was like a long line for the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I'm like, and
Which
like,
one was this? I'm not gonna say the name.
yeah, like, and
Yeah.
but she got a kick out of that. Like
That's weird.
it was very, and it made me like very scared of putting myself in a position where I needed to trust other people
I
after
should
her.
say so.
It kind of messed with me,
Yeah.
and it took me a while. I think that's why I was hard being vulnerable with other people after that. Like I didn't want to tell them that I was losing my eyesight, that I was going blind, because I didn't want them to take advantage.
Yeah.
And
Makes sense.
I don't even know what she did. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what kind of things that she did to take advantage of me, but she definitely, like, whether she thought it was like fun to make a fool out of me, or she just got a kick out of the fact that she was dancing with other guys, like grinding with other guys, and then coming back to me. Think of that.
Secretes P08 just followed.
Is your username Secretes P0? Or maybe it's Secrets P0, but it sounded like Secretes. I love the way the text-to-speech.
I don't know where that one came from.
It's when that happens, you'll
That was
see
at Twitch.
Yeah, you'll see it in live.
Okay.
When the noise comes up, you'll see it on that screen, but you'll also
Okay.
see it on Twitch. So Secretes P0. Oh, is this banana coming in?
We got a banana. Inbound.
Let's switch over to this. I got the headphones right there,
Oh, there we are.
and your microphone is down there.
Where do the mic and Ikes go?
They can go in your mouth if you want to eat some of them. 2, 3, 4. There we go. I'll turn your microphone on if I can. 1, 2. Where the heck is it? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Do you have a microphone in your hand, or do you know where it is at least, Banana?
Yep.
Nice. Hey everybody. Now we've got Banana here. Banana and Brooks and me, and we were just talking about a girl that I was dating before you that was just absolutely horrible and used to take advantage of the fact that I couldn't see, and how it took me a little while to start trusting people with telling them that I was blind, because I didn't like being taken advantage of.
Yeah, that's no good.
No, it's not good.
No.
Not cool. You're amazing.
Thank you.
I do what I do. I feel like
You talk me up, and like, that's very nice and everything, but we all come with the good and the bad.
yeah, but so this girl, I feel like we were just talking about, like, I feel like she used to get a kick out of doing stuff in front of me that I couldn't see. Like that was part of her humor or part of what gave her a thrill. I feel like, is that a normal human thing? Does that ever cross your mind? Like, oh, Pete's not going to see this. Actually, I do feel like you do that
I think
sometimes.
that's psychopathic behavior, personally, but
Really?
yeah.
Like, I feel like sometimes, Banana, you'll start doing weird stretches, and then you'll like cop to it later. You're like, I'm doing weird stretches in front of you.
Well, okay. Is that taking advantage of? I'm just like not announcing that I'm doing like yoga in the middle of the kitchen.
Yeah, but is it cross your mind like he's not going to see me do that? Like if I could
can't
see,
tell. I honestly, at this point, I'm not sure. Like at one point, was I like, oh, I can just be as weird as I want, and you can't see, or like, but now I don't know. Like I'm not sure when that started.
you think my super spidey powers might kick in? I'll be like, she's doing something weird over there.
You're not as spidey as you would think you would be with.
No, yeah, you can get away with a lot of stuff in front of me. Are you enjoying not being sunken into the middle of the couch at the moment?
I'm loving it.
All right, that's
I
pretty
mean,
good.
I like Brooks and all, but
You-
there's no reason for our elbows to be in each other's
Yeah, no, this is way
sides.
better. Like we were literally like sardines in that
Yeah.
couch, dude.
So does everybody?
Yeah, the only place your elbow could be is like if I had a love handle, it would be like
Yeah,
right
like,
there.
and I actually have space over here. It's so nice, so much better.
I used to
You're
have to.
welcome. I am the
Yeah,
I'm
thanks
the
for doing
pusher.
that. Yeah, I was.
I carried the damn couch in here.
You did, but I was
Really?
I slept in and he carried this couch like on his back up to
Wow.
the
I
entire
thought you
stairs.
guys got some movers.
No, I got under the couch. I got to the middle of it. I squatted it. I held it on my back, and then I crab walked up the stairs.
You are, I mean, you can lift a lot of weights. So
You can.
probably better to do that than a
Have you
mover.
already talked about your rolling couch?
I was wearing the shirt that said "Couch on Wheels" during last week's show. Yeah, the couch that was here. I became very attached to it. It is surprisingly comfortable. It's just difficult when you try and squeeze 3 people onto it. But I put it out in the other room, and I'm like, damn, this thing's comfortable.
And I put it on the bulk pickup list,
Yeah.
which is when your trash company comes and takes away your furniture that's too old to live.
Yeah, and it was about to be
And
thrown
it was about
away.
to be thrown away.
And I decided like it couldn't live in that room.
This room?
it couldn't live in that room where
Oh.
I wanted it to be, because it was kind of. And then I decided, what if I can move it around? And I'm like, I'm strong. I'll just lift it and put it in different places depending on what we're doing in that
And I
room.
was like, no,
Yeah.
no. This is going on the curb.
Right,
End of story.
but then I decided
While
I
I
decided-
slept in.
Yeah, while she slept in, I ordered off of Amazon some caster wheels that are designed to go in the bottom of like heavy equipment in your garage. And they hold up to 2,500 pounds. And I was like, the couch doesn't weigh that much. So they arrived. I took the feet off the couch. I aligned the caster wheels to the pre-drilled holes, screwed them in there with 3-inch screws, and the caster wheels lock and they roll and they have bearings in them and they're rubber wheels. And that couch, you could go out there and like feel like you're in the rodeo. Like it goes all over the place now.
I'm kind of pumped about it because at the end of the night, like he'll roll me back into place.
Yeah.
Like we'll be watching TV and he's like, "Would you like a ride back to the
That's
back
nice.
to the
yeah.
wall?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
"Yeah,
mean, it's
I
pretty
would like
cool.
that."
It's pretty for you to roll up right to the screen, Pete.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Yeah,
fun.
all of
yeah,
it.
yeah, it's very nice.
So having a couch on wheels is one of my greatest accomplishments, I feel like.
Yeah, it's
Very
right
cool.
up there.
Very, very handy.
Are we, as we're talking about this couch now that we're not all on top of each other, are we, I don't know if I ever calibrated with Banana here. Are we all in the vertical?
That we
We're
are.
all fine. I could
That
scooch.
we are. That we are.
All right.
I can scooch closer to Brooks if you
Oh.
want, and I can get my head right in there.
Wait, you're not supposed to
On
be
the
in his
bottom.
frame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's you're
before-
kind of. She's kind of like. Oh, now she's in yours.
You're supposed to be in
Kinda-
my
she's
frame.
kinda in
Oh, okay,
both.
so
You're supposed to be closer to me.
Yeah, yeah. There you
All
go.
Am I
right. There we
supposed to? All right.
There
So
you
if
go.
I move over to the right a little bit,
yeah, but it almost
Yeah.
seems like we're so used to. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyways,
well, Brooks he's supposed to have his own frame, and then we're supposed to.
I know,
be
but
in
I'm
yours.
like half my nose is like in his frame.
Wow, that sounds like a problem. How is half your nose in his frame? I guess you can't turn left. That must look kind of
You
funny.
have a huge nose.
I was gonna say, I mean, my nose is
Maybe if you got right in front of the camera, that would actually work.
If it's kind of got to be funny if you turn left, as you show up in the bottom frame.
How would I do
Have
it?
your
Ready?
nose, just the tip of your nose in one
Oh.
frame.
Are you literally trying to get
I'm
your
trying to
nose
do it
in the bottom frame?
In the bottom frame, I was.
Okay.
Anyways.
We, I have this is I know you hate the. Oh, you know what? Before we do, so I have a bunch. Uh-oh, I just got a Yahoo Mail notification. Let's see what that is.
Why is it an uh-oh?
Why is what?
Why would it be an uh-oh?
Oh, I just thought something
Okay.
interrupted me. I have a bunch of questions that were asked in the last stream that are on my phone that we can get to. But I also feel like Brooks was very excited about the surf session that we started the show with,
Yeah.
and he had some.
Everyone
great-
missed it.
yeah,
Everyone came in late.
yeah.
so-
We had the same thing last night. I started the show last night, and there was like literally 0 viewers for about 4 minutes. I'm like, ruh-roh, am I even live? And so
Play the surfs.
yeah, same thing tonight. It was kind of a slow start. Hold on one second. That is the screen share and the surf
Oh, you know
session.
what I just realized,
What's
Pete?
that? What?
Wait, let me see. Okay, never mind. It was just on my screen.
Okay. If it was going to be something really bad, I was going
No,
to be sad.
it looked like you were on an ad break on Twitch for like an hour, but that was just my screen.
That would be bad. All right, so screen share right there. And this is the surf session that Banana and Brooks filmed. Me and Josh, I believe, are in the water having a very difficult time just trying to get out there.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, how many times did one person get pounded in the face? What, 8?
8?
8?
Probably right.
I feel like this plan kind of sucks with Pete not being able to see and they're like right up by the rocks. Yep,
Am I trying to get up those stairs?
you're just getting literally pounded.
That's not good.
It's got, at least he's holding something. Oh, this is back when we used to film together, Brooks.
Oh, that's right. This is beautiful stuff.
Right?
I put the water dance music on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We were a good team back in the day.
Good job, guys.
He doesn't care, he's texting. That was...
Wait. Alright. Pretty late.
Early Penguin King just followed.
Just got to follow while we were watching this. Thank you. How am I doing out there, Banana?
Really good.
Nice. Felt like that day I was just barely hanging on and surviving. Barely. Right on.
I like your music choice.
Thank you.
Wow. Isn't this epic? This metal.
Boy. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yep.
I don't usually use metal during the surf sessions, but this day felt like it.
It was because it was like slam, slam, slam.
Yeah.
Every time I see this, it makes me want to fly my drone again.
I know, and also like same as far as like filming. Like back then, I was like, damn, I was kind of good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You guys both had amazing skills, and
I need to
then
get you some new footage.
I set you guys up with wireless microphones so you could stand next to each other, kind of like Waldorf and Statler, and have commentary.
Just to be like a-holes.
How long did it take you to like? Because I feel like sometimes you'd want to like be on land and like talk some crap about me. Like, how long did you realize like he's gonna go through this and hear this stuff? Did you ever have to like bite your tongue or be like, oh crap, how do I erase that thing that I just said?
No,
No.
I'm like whatever you think of me. I think like positive things. I like I'm encouraging towards you.
Well, I have heard some people talking trash about me in the background of a video before. Not you.
It wasn't me.
Who was it? Was it me?
No,
It was
no.
a relative.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There's always cameras rolling. There's
It's just-
microphones everywhere.
This is how it is when you're filming surfing. The thing about when you're filming surfing is you get very frustrated with the surfer, and I think it's a natural thing.
It really is.
You're just like-
it's like you're like too late. You're too late.
Yeah, or like, can
Yeah.
you catch some more waves? I'm bored.
Yeah, it does. I don't think people
You're not sitting in the right place.
Yeah.
And you start pointing. Move over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go south.
When the waves were big, and I felt like I was coaching you from the land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, one more paddle, one more paddle.
Yeah, and I know people like, a lot of my audience, I got the most popular surfing channel on YouTube, but none of my audience like knows surfing. But what they don't get is like that video, whatever that was, like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. That's like an hour and 20 minutes of being out in the water. It's you paddle out and then you wait a
Yeah.
very, very long time.
And from the filmer's point of view, you watch.
Yeah. And you have to stay like somewhat
Stop,
alert.
stop,
in-
delete.
yeah. In case something happens. I remember 2 days in particular where both of you, I remember one day where you got frustrated, Banana, and one day where you got frustrated, Brooks. The one day you got frustrated, Banana, we went to that place with 1,000,000 stone steps to get all the way down to it.
It's literally called Stone Steps.
Is that what it is?
Mhm.
And it was a blown out crappy day, and in the middle of the footage you go, for the love of God, just catch a wave, because I think I went for like 20 crumbled broken waves and like none of them were
Like,
taking
why
me.
am I here?
Yeah, like why am I'm just filming you do nothing, and then
Like very, very, very often, I would just be like, whatever. I'm gonna see if I can like catch a bird or
Oh, yeah.
like some
yeah,
cute child. I don't know. I would definitely be like,
I used to get
what else is there to film?
I used to get so frustrated if at the end of the session, like I would finally catch like a really good wave at the end of the session.
I know. Every
And
time.
you'd be like, I gave up. I stopped filming you because you didn't catch anything
Yeah,
for like
I'm
20
sorry it took
minutes.
you an hour and a half, but like
Yeah.
I don't have the patience for
Yeah. I'm like, did you get that one at the end? You're like, I was literally packed up and I was eating my banana. No, I did not catch that.
that.
And the one for you, Brooks, I remember your company Rinse Kit gave me a rinse kit, and we went to demo it. And since you were going to be back on land drone filming, we had my friend Cameron take me out.
Yeah, that was
I
a
remember
fun
that.
day.
And it was flat as all balls out there. There was like no waves, and he had me just sitting on the outside waiting for a set wave to come that never came. And so that day when I came back and heard the footage, Brooks was just like, "Why does he have him out there? Paddle in! They're breaking
Oh,
on the
yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
Just
I was
paddle
I
in!"
was mad that
You
day.
were getting so
I
mad at him.
completely remember that day because we were kind of like together on that. I was
You
like
know,
newer to surfing.
I
but
think the only person I've never been mad at is Josh.
Josh.
I've never been mad at Josh.
Yeah,
taking you
if
through.
you review all of the
But the
all-
one day that Cameron coached you, I was
why is
so
he
pissed.
doing
Yeah.
I was like, he is blowing it because it was like obvious. It was like a peak. Sorry, Cameron, if you're listening.
it was obvious where to
There was
go.
like a peak, like right next to you, and you guys were just sitting there staring at it.
Yeah.
It
That's
was like
what
a bad day
He
anyway.
was
but
probably
it was just-
intimidated. He was like a whopping 22 years old at the
yeah.
time.
I remember hearing it afterwards because that's what you said. You're like, the peak is literally right next to you. And I was
yeah,
like,
it was
like,
just so
Has
obvious.
he surfed before?
Yeah, I
Like,
was-
what?
I was like, how are we missing it if it's right next to me?
Was
I
that
don't know
the
what's
same
going
day
on.
that Xavier came out?
No, Xavier was one of Josh
That's
went.
another one that was not good.
Josh went away. He went away for some like weekend, and I just want to keep surfing. So he sent his friend Xavier, and it was a big day. And I remember like I missed a bunch because he didn't set me up. And then there's one where he's just like, go. And I didn't have, I'm like, okay, I'll go. And so I got up on the wave and I went down it. I remember your commentary, Banana. You just went, oh God, oh. Because I was like, it was like one of those step ladder waves that was like drop.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing just collapsed on top of me. And I was like, man, that was the best I did all day. So that shows you how that whole day went. I mean, I feel like
Xavier showed up in slippers that
he
day.
did. He had
That's right.
slippers
That's
and
right.
Yeah,
fleece
right.
pants.
I remember that.
Am I
I think I
stepping
was
on?
filming that day.
I believe you were.
Probably.
That's what, like, I wish I could have just had a microphone on my drone and I could have just been coaching you via drone microphone.
Yeah. What
How
do you?
much sicker would that have been?
What do you need?
Yeah, but every other surfer would have been like, "What? What?"
That'd
You're
be-
like,
that'd be
"Paddle left,
awesome. And have
paddle
like
left."
a loudspeaker on the drone.
Well, you used to, if you remember, Brooks, a lot of times if a wave was coming and it didn't look like my coach knew, you would come down on me with the drone.
I would try to like signal to you.
You'd
Yeah,
do two. You'd go like,
yeah.
and that would. So
I
sometimes,
forgot about that. That's cool. You remember that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I was out there with Josh, who 99% of the time he was on it, but every once in a while he'd be looking the wrong way, or there's a lot to look for when you're coaching me. You got to make sure there's no other people around, make sure I'm not too close to any rocks. And if he's not looking the right way, you could tell, because also you had a huge vantage point from being up in the sky. You'd hover over me and go, and I'm like, wave coming, Josh, wave's coming. And he's like, oh yeah, paddle.
That is so true.
That is so like a weird blast from the past.
Yeah, that is. Man, I forgot about that.
I thought that was
Good. Those were good times.
in all my years of trying to get sponsors, which I've failed at so highly. I tried to reach out to like DJI or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, you wouldn't believe how we use your drones. And they were like, we don't care.
Like, cool.
Blind surfer doesn't make any sense.
I will say, until I dipped two of them in the water, I was very aggressive with how low I would get and close to
yeah.
you. I mean, there was a couple of times where I think I almost hit you.
Yeah.
But it made for some really good footage.
It did. No, I mean, I miss those days. I miss flying drones.
There's a lot of people out here that try and do drone work, and when we were first posting the videos, people would always be like, he gets so low.
Yeah.
I mean, there were times when I was like riding a wave and I heard like, zzz. I'm like, that sounded like it went over just over my head.
I'd be like a foot off the water, and then yeah, of course I dipped it.
You're like,
Fully dipped it that one time because
Yeah.
I was in sport mode. That was my mistake.
What is sport mode? It makes you go faster?
Yeah, but it takes the like boundaries off. So
Oh.
the normal mode, it has like it'll stop before it hits water or like a tree or anything.
Yeah.
Will it
Sport mode, it'll just smash into stuff.
will it react faster when you like go to retreat?
Yeah, but it's got enough velocity that if you like switch, directions, it'll just probably hit the water.
Okay.
But the
Yeah.
regular mode is so intense on those things, even back then, which was like 4 years ago. I remember I was flying out to get a shot of you one time, and there was a palm tree in the way, and I didn't see it. And it was going full speed, 30 miles an hour or whatever. And the palm tree was in the way, and it just slammed on the brakes like a foot from the palm tree.
Really?
And like,
Crazy.
yeah, it totally stopped right in front of it, which was I was like pretty amazed by that. But I had a
Nuts.
couple of close calls like that.
Had like a Tesla sensor on it. It knew.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like 2 feet away. It was like, and I was going full speed.
I remember
Yeah.
that noise too. You just reminded me of that noise. Like when you were going full speed and you had to stop, it made that like really high pitch, like yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then like, I mean, I actually liked it because you were giving me some like audio feedback of what was going on out there. But on days when it was like a crowded day and we were out there surfing and I had like you on land pointing your super telephoto lens at me.
Mhm.
And then I had Josh filming me next to me with the GoPro on the wrist. I
Yeah.
had one on the front of my
Yeah,
board.
yeah.
And then I had Brooks droning me like, so everybody in the lineup
full
is like,
on.
everybody in the line was like, all right, let's see what this guy does.
Yeah.
And then I drop into a wave and, go left and kind of like maybe do a floater or a quick turn. Everybody's like, that's a lot of cameras. I was like, yeah, but I did it blind. Like, let's see how you do.
I'm telling you, like, you had a film crew that like only the most professional of professional surfers would have.
Yeah.
The camera on the beach, 2 GoPros,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a drone.
And a drone.
And
I think that was like Jamie O'Brien levels,
Well, that's what I was trying
but actually
to.
better.
When we started this channel, I knew about Jamie's channel. I had you sit with me a couple times, Banana, and like tell me about his videos and stuff. I'm like, all right. And in my head, I'm like, let's just do that. Except I'm blind, and it'll blow people's minds.
yeah, that was your like kind of one
That
of
was
your
my thought
like, your
process.
visions.
Yeah, but
Okay.
but the problem was most of the people watching didn't understand surfing. They didn't understand how difficult it was because it looks easy when you watch it. When you see someone doing
But
it,
you
you're like,
also weren't good enough.
Well, yeah, I wasn't good enough. But the fact that I was doing it blind, I felt like that would be the people being like, "Holy crap, he's doing all that." But people didn't understand
And
blindness.
you didn't understand surfing really.
Yeah, I know. But it was I thought it'd be like a fun, like I remember
was like
Prairie Stork and Dawn in Hawaii, our first viewers.
Oh,
They were
yeah,
like, it's
Dawn in
fun.
Hawaii,
Like
dude.
Dawn used to be like, it's fun to watch you progress each week. Like each week I can see you're getting it a little more and more. I'm like, see, this is fun for some people. But it
Happened to him.
he was in a live about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah, like literally, he just popped into a live. He was my first. I'd post a video, and now Zen Moon Master, he drops the word of the day.
Yeah.
It used to be the very first comment within like seconds, which is crazy because I used to post them at 8 a.m. and Don in Hawaii lived in Hawaii, so he was waking up at 5 a.m. to watch the videos and drop the first comment.
What
Was
a
he a
legend.
surfer? Or was he waking up to get like the best?
I mean, he's from Hawaii.
Yeah.
You have to assume that he's surfed at least once, right?
He was a surfer, and he was very hearing
He might not have been
impaired.
getting up at 5 to like watch you. He might have been getting up to catch the surf.
I like to think he was getting up at 5 to watch me.
And giving other perspectives.
Where my head is right now is directly on top of a surfboard fin. So it looks like I'm bending forward, well, actually I am. Because there's a surfboard fin in my head.
I was wondering.
She warned me.
I was wondering if it was meant
could
to be
just
like a
like that.
headrest. Because actually, this really works for me.
It's
this
like
feels
literally
good.
just like perfectly where my head is. I could lean this way, but then this fin is in my temple.
Yeah,
That's all right. I mean, I can deal with that, but
Where are you going, Banana?
Trying to help.
Hey, please don't move that board.
no, that could.
I can't explain to you what's going on behind the board, but please don't move it right now.
Yeah.
There's
I wouldn't move it much.
There's a lot of wires behind the board.
All right, well, now I've moved it, and now I don't want to hurt Brooks.
No, that's all right. I'm good now.
We can adjust that afterwards.
I'm leaning.
There's a whole pile of cables behind the board. Did you?
It's going to fall.
Can you try and put it back the
No,
way
it's
it
all right.
was?
It's all good. I'll hold it. I'll hold it up with my head. I got it.
Lean back like we're on a flight.
We'll hold it with
All right,
my
we
head.
got it.
Yeah,
Wait,
we're good.
I don't feel like what you guys just did was helpful.
It's helpful for
I
us. He
didn't-
no longer has a fin.
I didn't do anything. She did it.
Yeah, but also you don't have a fin in your head anymore, right?
Yeah, but I'm holding the board with my head. It's all good. We're
All right,
good.
you
What
don't
did she-
have to
what
do
did
it. I can hold it.
Okay. So if your head moves, is the board gonna fall?
Guys, the entire set's about to collapse.
Seriously, if your head moves, is it gonna fall?
No, it's not. I mean, I don't think so.
Oh my God.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Banana. Oh, I see what you
Maybe
did.
it
Or I
hurt.
feel what you
No,
did.
it literally-
It's only fine because of her,
It
but
was falling the whole
It
time.
needs to be picked up and put on the.
No kidding. I picked it up and you just said, don't touch it.
Well,
but I saved us. I
should I-
saved the day.
Do you want me to try and pick it up and put it back where it was?
I think we're
I think we
good.
should just wait till the end of the show.
Okay. Now I'm nervous.
It's all right. It's
all right,
holding
it's
up.
better.
We got it.
You're holding it up with Brooks's head.
Yep.
Okay.
We're both of our heads, actually.
Okay.
It's
When
kind of
you-
giving us a good, we're on a long car ride. We're leaning back.
yeah.
Gangsta lean. You guys have fun with that. Holding up the board with your head. You warned me when I very first set this up. You said, "Isn't the fin going to be in Brooks's head?" I said, "Brooks never leans back. It won't be a problem."
Well,
I predicted the whole thing.
Okay.
also, Pete, I'm just thinking there's like the lighted Pete sign above Maggie's head.
Yeah.
I think we all need our own lighted sign.
Oh, let's check this out.
Yeah.
At law underscore may I
Perfectly
underscore y
above my
underscore
head.
three underscore CISA tip $10 through super
Listen.
chat.
Oh, thank
Brooke
you.
Wookie, Sneaky Pete, and Banana Nut Bread all in one live. PMG, I would love to see you with a GoPro strapped to your head while surfing. Also, you put out a real tear jacket this morning.
A real
Tear jacket.
tear jerker.
Oh.
That was one of the best super chats we've ever gotten.
That was very nice. I appreciate that.
Brookie Wookie, Sneaky Pete, and Banana Nut Bread.
Yeah. I literally had to turn off both of your microphones so we could hear the super
Sorry,
chat.
she got me with that one. Thank you, Lamba.
Thank you.
The
was awesome.
video this morning is, as you never watch any of the videos, Banana, was about the walk that we took on the pier over the weekend.
Oh, really?
I used the video of the pelican, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, there was a lot of. I posted the video and they're like, "Oh, great! Now I have emotions and I'm crying." It was a tear, as she said, it was a real tear jerk of a video. So thanks to people for checking that one out, and thank you for the very kind super chat.
Thank you. Thank you.
La Matea,
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sarah did her classic "I'm leaving," and then she just came back 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah.
Should I get to the should I call up the questions that were asked in last night's show that I didn't get to? Would you like to answer those?
I think so. I think our necks are only going to handle.
Do you want me to? I can reach back and pick. I can reach back and pick it
I
up.
was joking.
You guys are killing me.
Whatever. I'm the one that saved the day, and you didn't think I could do it.
I worked so hard to set this whole thing up.
Because I'm the handyman in the house.
I didn't move it, by the way.
I moved away.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah,
it was
right.
fine. It was actually good.
Let me slow down the speaking rate. So, Banana, you're gonna have to deal with a little bit of text to speech to get the questions. I have to switch over to this phone right here. Well, Brooks holds everything up with his head.
Yep, I'm supporting it.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over to this shot, and then
2664. Have you met any other voice actors?
Oh.
Are there any voice actors you admire?
hold on. This is the I have the intro. This is your favorite intro for this segment, Banana. Ready?
You asked, and now you'll get the answer. It's time for Pete's snappy answers to stupid questions on the Blind Surfer Show.
With
Wow.
Steve,
Kickflip
surfing in
before.
it already did. He kickflipped it up.
Message header.
So-
Message content. Atsuri 2664. Have you met any other voice actors? And
Have
are
I
there any
met-
voice actors you admire?
Have I met any other voice actors, and are there any voice actors that I admire? Banana, we met a bunch
I
of
was gonna
voice
say,
actors.
We've
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
hello.
Let's listen to this one.
At XSH4D0WF1 Rex 3 tip $10
Whoa.
through Super Chat.
Long name.
Hey
Thank you.
Pete, love your message. Find a way. I am about to have my first kid. A son. I am terrified, but I keep thinking, find a way.
Yeah,
Find a way to be the dad I want my kid.
that's what you got to do. Just keep every time there's an obstacle in front of you, or every time you're scared of something, you just got to break it down to component parts and find a way to do it. Whether it's a way that's never been done before or a way that's tried and true, just find a way and get it done.
What a kid needs the most as a new dad, I'm gonna preach to, is literally just love and attention, and obviously safety.
Safety
But
helps.
no, but like if you just like connect with that child, that's what that kid needs.
Oh, Banana, I guess you got like her soft, nurturing voice.
Yeah.
Turn your volume all the way
Yeah.
up there.
You don't have to be scared.
Thank you very much for the super chat. $3 or more on YouTube. We'll get it right out loud right away, just like that. Same result will happen if you're over on Twitch and you do 200 bits or more. The question that came in last night. So I'm going through the questions that came through during the last show, and I didn't answer them because I didn't hear them at the time. But someone was asking if I've met other voice actors. We just moved out here. It was like 2016 or 17,
Hmm.
and we got invited to Gabrielle Carterice's house.
Which, if nobody knows who that is, and you are old like me, she was one of the main characters on 90210, the original.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And so we were they were doing a union party, my union SAG after, specifically for voice actors, and it was pretty funny because all the voice actors out there were basically like all the big movie trailer guys, all the network guys. It was like, and I wasn't really booking at that point. I was like kind of just getting started. But we walked in there, and you heard everybody that's ever done a movie trailer.
Like in the same spot.
Yeah, it was kind of trippy. I'm like, oh, that's Scott Rummel. Like, oh, that's Bill Radden. That's Tony Rogers. Like, you just heard. It was very funny hearing all the voices that you've never seen of the people before,
Totally.
and everybody was extraordinarily nice.
Yeah, they really were.
Voice actors, I think, by and large, are kind of a weird group of people. We're odd people that spend our day in soundproof booths by ourselves, kind of like surfers, the little bit of a solitary
Yeah,
group of
it's
people.
their own little thing.
Yeah, but it was a really neat opportunity meeting all those people.
Yeah, it's fun.
GC 30,333. How big is it?
How big is it?
Well, today I was like almost like 8 feet.
What are you answering?
Waves.
Oh, okay. I don't really know what that question was asking. How big is it?
I actually don't know. I can't see the context on that. So
No,
your guess is as good as mine.
No, you won't know what these
Oh,
are.
yeah,
Brooks.
okay.
Everybody can explain this to you. These are the questions that people asked last night. So it's up on the screen right now. You see the username of the person that asked it, and the
Oh,
question
okay.
that
I
was
see.
asked.
I see.
Yeah, this isn't anything that's going on in real time.
Chosen underscore law. Can you say the alphabet backwards?
I mean, Banana, can you just do the alphabet backwards?
No, no.
I don't like I sometimes
ZYXWUV. I don't know.
It's-
I probably already screwed it up.
yeah, there's a test like what is it, like the sobriety test, And
Yeah, but like nobody can do that sober. I'm sober right now. I can't do it. I got Z.
I have listened to some sobriety tests where the people are like zero X. I'm like, holy crap! Do people know that?
They practiced it because they drink and drive.
All right. Can you do it? Can you do it, Brooks?
No.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna try to start.
I mean, I feel like when I start doing it, I literally have to go all the way forward from the beginning.
Also, I'm dyslexic, so I would just start with that. If I got, I was like, well, this is an unfair test for me. Can we do something different?
I totally feel like if that was one that came, if I could drive, if I could see, and I was drinking, and they told me to do that, I'd be like, I failed. I just failed.
I'd be like, can I do a cartwheel for you?
Is that a thing? Are you allowed to do a cartwheel to prove your
Probably
sobriety?
not, but I'm like, I mean, if I was drunk, could I do a cartwheel?
We have a boatload of these questions, actually. There's a bunch that I didn't get to last night, apparently. How are we on time, and how are we on viewers? And how's your head, Brooks?
My head's fine. I think actually it's settled in.
You think I fixed it perfectly?
No.
I think I don't know. Is your head still leaning back on it?
No.
No, it's good. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're good.
Wait till I show you all the wires behind it.
Viewers, we got some people here. We got 57 in the vertical, and 12 in the landscape, and we got about 6 here in Twitch. Yeah.
We got. Did you say 6 or 60?
6.
All right, we need to jump up. We need to jump up the Twitch. I got the Twitch people all excited about me, helping me out. They're giving me all sorts of tips and tricks, and we might have a big special feature coming up in a week or so. And I need to do my part. I need to get people over there. Go to Twitch, and hit up.
Everyone who was in the vertical went to Twitch.
If they
he
did
would
that,
be a millionaire.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
well, that's what Twitch told me. They're like, you need to get to a point where if you have 100 concurrent, there's only so much they can do to help me, and they're very much behind the show. They like the message, they like what I'm doing, they love you, Banana, they love you, Brooks. But their algorithm can't help. It can't help someone with 2 people in it. They said that I literally need to get to 100 concurrent, and then we can start to do some cool stuff over there. But I need to do my part. So, if everybody like jumped over to Twitch at Pete Gustin, hit the follow button. If you hit subscribe, you get to see me riding a banana. Not this one, an inflatable one.
Whoa.
Don't I ride you?
Joni was saying that there was some rude questions in the chat yesterday. Is that true?
There was, I don't remember rude, but there was one person. So I get the log of the chat sent to me afterwards. And actually I give Joni a lot of credit because there was one person that realized that I put the chat up. I put the chat up every now and then so I can hear it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And apparently I never had it up when this one person was incessantly asking me if I played Dungeons and Dragons. So I was going through the chat log and I was like, holy hell, this person has the same
that
question.
Danny?
No, I'm thinking. No, I was saying Danny Survey.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Way
yeah,
into the
yeah.
Dungeons and
I was like, this person asked this like 30 times, and I'm not sure if Joni put the person in a oh crap, there's a notification on there. Oh,
Hey.
Hey.
At law_may_y_Corey_Cisa tipped $5 through Super Chat.
Thank
I
you.
hope to have a love like you and banana nut bread. I envy you guys. You guys as a couple are definitely goals. Love your guys.
Aw,
that's very sweet. Thank you.
that was very cool.
I did get a question last night. Someone was like, how do you find someone who loves you and stays faithful? I was like, whoa, sounds like you've not had luck in that department. Like someone loves you and like you've had trouble having just someone stay faithful. That's not good.
I think it's sweet that people can actually see that we are not in act and that we actually do love each other.
Yeah, well, there's
Like,
no
there's
act.
the-
Because
well, that's what I
sometimes you
mean.
come on here and you
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Like,
play into me. You don't let me.
Yeah,
You don't let me get away with anything.
nothing. But I guess that's like where it's at.
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
All that off of do I know how to say the alphabet backwards? Hold on, I had to disconnect
Content.
them.
GC 30,333. How big is it?
All right, that was the last
Chosen_law.
one.
Chosen_law. What was your first surf experience like? Please tell us the whole story.
Banana was there. You were there for my first surf experience.
Yeah, not behind a camera or anything.
No, you were out there with me, getting ready to break your toe.
That was like a month later.
I felt like it was fun, but also highly intimidating. Like I really, in my head, I thought I was just going to go because I had good balance. I'd been a skater my entire life. I'm like, I'm just going to go out there in the ocean and stand up on this thing. Like I thought it would be that easy. And when I realized how not easy it was, it became very intimidating.
Intimidating?
Yeah, because
I felt my own adjective would have been frustrating.
Frustrating.
Because I like went into it with the same idea of like I have good balance. I'm not old.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah, I just remember. Well, for me, it was kind of like my last hope of finding an athletic thing that I could do with my eyesight faded the way it was,
Mhm.
and I kind of put a lot into like, okay, I'm going to be a surfer. Like, I'd done so many sports before, and I'd been so athletic, and I really got it worked up in my head that like this is what I'm going to do. And I'd say after like the fifth or sixth time when we went down there, and all I did was just get my ass handed to me. I really couldn't stand up. I couldn't time the waves. I got very emotional. I remember coming home from the beach and I got into the shower upstairs. I'm like, oh my God, if I can't do this, like, what am I going to be able to do?
Oh,
It was really,
That happens to a lot of people who try to surf. They cry the first time.
really?
Yeah.
it's because it's so,
Or like the second time.
well, it doesn't seem like it
For the
should be,
fifth time.
Yeah, like every time.
it doesn't seem like it should be,
Every time they fail.
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like it should be as hard as it is. You watch the videos and people are just standing there. Like, how hard is that?
Yeah.
But there's so
True.
much to it. And I really when I was in the shower that day, I was thinking to myself, I was like, I have gone through my head of every sport I could possibly play as a person who's almost completely lost his eyesight. And I'm like, I thought this would be the one. Like, I thought I could do this. And then living where we live, like right next to the beach,
Yeah.
everybody out here is a
It's
surfer.
an entire beach
Yeah, I just
community.
got it into my head. I was like, cool, I'll be a surfer. That'll be my next thing. And then, it really started to hit home after that fifth or sixth time. Like, it's either not going to be possible or it's going to take a really long time.
Mm.
Someone asked, have you ever worked with Indo Jacks Surfing? I've heard that name before. I feel like that's a surf camp, but you haven't worked with them,
No,
right?
I don't know what that was. That squeak noise? Was that the surfboard just about to fall down behind us?
No,
No, I heard that.
that was my mic.
Oh, now I'm all tuned into the noises. Yeah. So it was a lot. It was overwhelming, and it took months and months and months before I even started to get the hint that maybe I could possibly do this. It took months of commitment.
I do remember we went to a store called the Offshore Surf Spot or whatever.
Offshore surf shop.
Okay, that was close.
Yep.
And you were possibly talking about like trying to get a smaller board, and the kid, he couldn't have been any more than like 24.
Ooh.
X_SH40WF1RE_X just followed.
Thank you. I would
Awesome.
say your
Thank you.
username back to you, but it was just a lot of letters and numbers.
Yeah.
But, hey, you heard it
Yeah.
from that guy.
Basically, he's like, dude, he's like, you're gonna be on a longboard for like a couple of years.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and you're like, years? Well, I've been surfing for 2 months. I'm ready to
Yeah.
graduate to a shorter board.
Totally.
And he's like, oh, okay.
But remember, at that point, I was still trying to go down to the beach by myself, and I wanted to get a board short enough that I could put in the back of an Uber.
Yeah.
And to ride a board that short, I needed.
And at the time, you still could ride your electric bike, and you had the surf, like
Racks,
the rack
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And you also didn't want to like lug the biggest board ever in the
Right.
surf rack.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you're saying I could ride my electric bike. Like, I went down to the beach for a few times over the course of a few months, and I was pedaling like 2 miles an hour, and mostly I was just listening. I was like listening for footsteps. I'm like, I hope I don't hit anybody. I hope I don't hit anything.
God, it sounds horrible.
And I didn't know when the lights were green or red. So a lot of times I'd probably be stopped at a green light, but I would just be listening for which way the cars were going. And if they were going the way I was going, I was like, okay, I guess I can go now. But
Well,
the problem,
I think that, can I tell the story really quick?
but the problem with that is if a car was going and running the light, I
Right.
didn't know.
Right.
Yeah. What was your story?
Just like real quick, I wasn't with you, but you said you were crossing, like you had the crosswalk or whatever,
Mhm.
and you were getting pretty close to you were getting fairly close to the house, like a half a mile, and you went with your stick and everything, and a guy was like
Oh.
getting on the on ramp or whatever, but like he basically almost hit you, and like there was like he yelled at you.
Ah, he was coming down Carlsbad
You're a
Bridge Drive
you're a blind guy with a blind guy stick in a crosswalk, and he was
with-
like, "Look out, asshole!"
with Super Dogs.
Yeah.
I had Super Dog. I had taken him to the vet, and he was in his service animal vest. I had the blind guy cane. I was crossing the street, and this person came and took a right, to my left, right in front of me, and screamed at, "Get the F out of the sidewalk, out of the crosswalk!" And I'm like, I've got the thing's beeping. Like,
Yeah,
what
you're
the?
like, I'm in a crosswalk.
Yeah, I thought that was. I thought that was the craziest thing ever. I was like, I can't believe, and that
And you were very flustered when
I
you got
was.
back. Like, obviously, for good reason.
because I feel like as if I was a sighted person, I'm sure that this person was coming down the road, and if you're sighted, and he probably had his blinker on, I'm assuming, and he probably didn't get that I was blind.
It
And
doesn't matter. You're in the crosswalk.
I know, but from his perspective, and I try and think about things from other perspectives. I feel like that's helpful to me that I used to be sighted.
Yeah, it
Like
is.
he's like, I've got the blinker on. I'm flying down the street. Like the light's obviously about to change. Like he's in his mind. He's like, I got to get that light. And he thinks that I'm going to look up and see the car speeding towards me. And I shouldn't step in front of the car because I'm going to die. But I did almost step in front of the car. And I don't think he put two and two together that I was actually blind. And he just thought I was an a-hole for like stepping in front of him. And that was like in my first like 4 months of using the blind guy stick.
I know.
And I was trying to be out there and be independent and do stuff on my own. I'm like, that was one of my first experiences trying to cross a street by myself. And there was another one that got in my head, like little circumstances like that. You know, they always tell you, shake it off, you know, dust yourself off, get back up again. And that one like scared me. I was like, I was doing everything I was supposed to. I pressed the walk button. I heard the beep. I had Super Dog. I had the
know.
cane.
Yeah.
And I still almost got flattened.
I know, but you have some other blind friends now who will tell you like they kept pushing it, and then just because you were in the right doesn't mean that you were safe.
Yeah. No, it was
And that's what some of your friends have experienced as well.
true. Let's see what else we got in
You're
the.
getting like slightly antsy pants.
Are you feeling like you have to get? What time is it now?
Chosen_law. What was your first surf experience like?
7:14.
Please tell us the whole
7:14?
story.
All right, we
Ellen
did.
Sweet 8292. If you didn't have anyone around you, not banana, not any friend, would you go outside by yourself?
Oh, that's that person's fault. Would you say it was 7:40 or 7:14?
14.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Okay. That was a follow up to the question that I did a whole video about. If I didn't have anybody around, would I go outside?
Yes, you would. I know
yeah,
you well enough
course
to know
I would.
you. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I've walked the dogs by myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more comfortable, but like, I don't just sit in the. I already did this video the other day. I don't sit in the house waiting for people to take. If I have to go outside, if I have to go get the mail, I don't wait for like a guide. I bring the trash barrels in all by myself every week.
You sure do.
Thank you, Banana.
Disbookie17. Hey Pete, long-time watcher. I was wondering, as a blind person, how do you navigate daily life?
How do I navigate daily life?
Pretty broad
Too
question.
vague.
Yeah, that
Moving
one.
on.
That one is, like I navigate daily life
If you're
like
a long
everybody.
time watcher, you should
Right.
be able to answer. that
Actually,
yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I've
Like,
covered that
refer
in.
to
Brianna
video.
7277. What's your favorite fast food?
What's my favorite? Because Banana doesn't take me out for fast food very often.
This is true, but I'm kind of turning over a new leaf.
You come
Not
home with some stuff, and I'm like, hey, did I get anything?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, what's touching me? Is
Skylar.
Skylar in here? Hi,
Skylar.
baby. Let's go left to right to left. Brooks, what's your favorite meal and favorite fast food place?
Like, so what's my favorite fast food meal?
Yeah.
I think I would have to say Taco Bell. Used to be the Crunchwrap Supreme,
Ooh.
beef Crunchwrap Supreme, or their chicken quesadilla. And Taco Bell's my favorite fast food. I mean, unless you count like In-N-Out, but honestly, I like Taco Bell better.
In-N-Out.
I was
counts as
gonna
fast
go
food.
with In-N-Out.
Yeah, I like
but-
Taco Bell the best, to be honest with you. I think it's got the most kind of fresh fast food.
Wow,
Least
I don't know. Do
least
people agree
favorite.
with that?
Jack in the Box,
Yeah.
Burger King,
I've gotten
Subway.
Subway.
Yeah.
Subway's
Subway's at the bottom of
terrible
the
now.
barrel.
And every time I eat Burger King, I think I'm gonna die.
Yes.
About an hour later.
No. Yeah.
I had the biggest poops in my life from Carl's Jr. That did not go
Carl's
well.
Jr. is not bad.
It was a bacon. No, it was a pretzel burger. It was a barbecue pretzel bun burger, and it did not go well. I think I would have forgotten it if you didn't say it, Brooks. I think the crunch wrap is that the crunchy gordita crunch? Is that the same thing?
That's a different thing, but
It-
that's also a great
It's
one.
basically like a quesadilla, but with a hard shell
Yeah.
around it as well.
Yeah.
I'm such a huge fan of hard shell
Yeah.
tacos. Which when we moved out here, I
We
feel like
couldn't
it's
They don't
find it
exist.
anyways.
yeah. I
You
feel
know
like
what else doesn't exist in California is steak tips.
Yeah. Nobody even knows what steak tips are
Yeah,
out
it's
here.
like I'm gonna
Yeah,
bring
I
Jenny
sure
to the
don't know what
best
that is.
steak tip joint.
There's only one Tommy Floramos left. All the other ones went out of business.
Someone says they call it Booger King. I like that.
That works.
Yeah, McDonald's is bogus as well.
Wait, so what's your favorite banana?
In-N-Out.
But what, like just the burger?
I like the double,
Do you-
and I'm kind of like coming around on the fries, but
Ugh.
I've learned that it's kind of like Wendy's back in the day. You had to know which Wendy's had the good fries.
None of them. All the In-N-Out
No, so the
fries.
Vista In-N-Out, if I get the double as a meal, the fries are good as well. if I go to the Carlsbad one, I'm calling you out. Your fries are not as good.
Every well, maybe it's because I never get it fresh because you bring it home to me and stuff.
True.
But they're soggy, they're floppy, they're thick. And then, are you one of the cool
And I don't
people?
get sick from In-N-Out. Like,
Oh.
I don't eat In-N-Out and go like, oh, fuck. Oh, excuse me. I'm
That's
like,
your
oh,
second one.
I know. Sorry. I'm like, oh, I feel horrible. Like, In-N-Out is pretty forgiving.
Are you one of the cool people that orders like the off menu fries? Like they're not
No,
on
but
the
I
menu?
on purpose say like no something so I know it's like extra fresh.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What are like you order like animal style or something like that?
Yeah. Have you guys ever had Raising Cane's?
No.
Oh.
You would probably really like that, both of you.
What is it?
It's like really, really high quality, like chicken tenders.
Hey, we're killing it tonight.
Yeah.
Ew.
Let's see
At
what
law
this one is.
underscore may
Oh,
I
we're killing
underscore
it
y
one person.
underscore Corey underscore Cisa tip $5 through super chat. I am scared of stuff like that, Pete. Just am like when I finally end up like you and am out with my daughter. I might be in THR right, but am I safe? Crying
Yeah.
face emoji. Crying face emoji.
Well, that's what I always thought about that when I was riding my bike and I still had like a fair amount of vision. I knew I was doing the right thing. I was off to the right of traffic. I was just far enough away that like if a car door opened, I
Yeah, but
shouldn't get hit by it.
literally doing the right thing has never kept anybody
but if
safe.
you're doing the right thing, it takes two people. Like
Yeah.
someone else, I got doored a handful of
Yeah.
times because someone just flung their door open without looking.
Yeah.
And then thwomp, I smash into it. I'm like, I was doing the right thing. But yeah, that's the scary part about that. But I mean, you can only control what you can
Especially
control.
like where you hadn't really gotten the full picture of where we had moved because you didn't have the vision where like it could be anybody like on like a skateboard or like a random one wheel or a biker going the wrong way, whatever. There's like so many things to look out for
Yeah.
on the side of the road.
Yeah. While you were telling me that as a driver, you're like, God, there's just people everywhere on every form of.
I've never driven so slow in my life since moving to the village. Like I creep.
Well, there's like 10-year-old kids on
Yeah.
electric skateboards carrying surfboards.
Yeah, and they don't know what they're doing, so I just like go slow.
Yeah. It can be a
We have a
freak
lot of different opinions in the chat.
about the food.
Yeah.
What's
Some people say they like the Baconator, which I think is at Burger King.
I was
says
shocked.
Raising Cane's is amazing.
Wait, what is Raising Cane's?
Where
again?
is Raising Cane's?
That's the chicken tender one I was telling you about.
Oh.
They're around here. They're like In-N-Out where the line is so long it'll like go out the whole thing and around the corner.
Whoa.
Did anybody
Uh,
put Chick-fil-A?
No, but we did get a KFC. No Chick-fil-A's yet.
I don't hate KFC. I also like Popeyes.
Yeah. Arby's. We get an Arby's in there.
We've got the meats.
Done
I
well.
thought that was an ad about it to turn on. Ironically. But yeah, a lot
I
of
wonder if any of that would be kind of funny if any ads that I've voiced have run
that
during
happened
my
to
stream.
me. I told you that. It happened to me on. I was watching. I think one of your videos and an ad.
Oh, and you
in it, and it was. I think it was for the.
Sustain eye
Yeah,
drops.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
That's kind of
And
funny.
then I think I turned it off, and then the Paramount ad came.
Oh, the
FIFA one.
UEFA.
yeah.
UEFA.
I think it was like
oh.
all in like an hour.
And then you
period.
called me and you're like, "This is too much."
Like I can't handle it. Pizza everywhere.
When Finley was little and we would go to the like YMCA Tumbles Gym or whatever, like
Yeah.
whatever radio station they always put on whenever they would cut,
Yeah.
like we would hear you and she'd be like, "That's Pete" to people and they'd be like, "What the heck
What are you
is Pete?"
talking about?
Pete,
Kid's got voices in her.
Yeah.
I used
Pete in
to.
the room with you. right now.
Yeah.
Right. When Superdog was a little baby Superdog and I had to leave the house and he was still like in a crate. He was just like a few months old.
Mhm.
I used to put on the radio station WEI that I was on like every 5 to 10
Oh,
minutes.
to hear you.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
"You'll hear me. I'm still," and I wondered if he knew or if it was like freaking him out. Like, I don't know why I'm still hearing his voice, but he's not
Whenever
here.
I'm on vacation and I'm like a dork and I'm like, put me on FaceTime for like our fur babies or whatever. They have no interest. They're like, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. The dogs like to combine the scent and the feel and the hearing.
Exactly. All right, I'm pretty much gonna wrap up.
Okay, you can.
I mean, you guys don't have to.
You can run
obviously.
away
I'm
if you
not
want.
in charge.
I
Yeah.
feel like I'm surprised. This new couch must be doing wonders for Brooks because you haven't melted. I feel like I'm getting hot.
Well, I will say I'm not hot, but I have gotten bit by 2 mosquitoes.
I
I
got
got a-
bit on my foot too.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
one on my ankle.
Yeah,
What's
What's
up with that? Damn it!
What's up with
What's
that?
up with that?
I don't understand how mosquitoes
1,
got in
2,
here.
3.
What's up with
that? All right, so you're not hot, but it's probably the same mosquito has gotten all three of us.
Probably.
Yeah,
Just
probably.
sampling. Which one do I like the most?
Yeah.
We'll have to have some sort of a treatment in here. I think we'll wrap up. So Nisha's probably getting here at like 7:30.
Yeah.
We'll probably take it to right until 7:30. Banana. Do you want to cut early or
Is that okay?
If you want to get out of here, I'm not going to hold you hostage.
I mean, doesn't.
I mean, you're just gonna disappoint literally everyone in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Loves you so much.
I
they're
mean,
they're
but-
all crying already about
Okay,
it.
if
No,
they
I'm just
know
kidding.
me well
You
enough,
sh-
they
you
know
should-
I'm going
you
to
should
bail
go.
early.
You should go. You should go.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Love you, everybody. Thank you for the super chats.
Oh yeah, Culver's another one.
What the hell is Culver's?
It's like a burger joint.
Okay.
I think it's popular in Canada.
Can just your head hold up the surfboard, Banana? Brooks, rather?
Yeah, no, it's not falling. It's,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah. Bye, Banana.
Bye bye.
Thanks for stopping by. Ooh. What was that? What else did you destroy in here?
Just my headphones.
Yeah.
Oh, her headphones. Okay. They were still attached to her.
Yeah.
Now I can switch back to this mode, which puts the two of us in.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty toasty. But I guess
find it somehow.
that's good. Did I point? There's a fan on the ground. Did I point that at you possibly?
Yeah, I think you're getting more of it, but
Oh, all right.
maybe I'm just adapted today. It's just the skeeter bites. getting me.
Skeeter bites. Was there where you were just recently in North Carolina? Is that a big skeeter spot?
Oh yeah, it wasn't that bad when I was there somehow.
Really?
Because I think they're kind of in a drought right now. There hasn't been a lot of rain,
Yeah.
so it wasn't bad. I mean, but it was brutally hot. But
I checked the temperature the day I knew you were going to be there, and it was like 73 and beautiful here, and then I clicked on North Carolina. It was like 94, high humidity. I'm like, oh, that sounds brutal.
dude, it was crazy. You like get out and go to you get out of your car to go to Target or JCPenney or whatever.
Yeah.
And between the car, the car and you get to the parking lot and the store, you're like pouring sweat.
Ugh.
You're ready to pass out. You forget how brutal it is. We get so spoiled out here in California.
There was some where was I reading? It was like a study of like the best climates in the world, and they listed them, or they rated them based on 10 different things according to like number of sunny days, optimal temperature, humidity, stuff like that. Number one in the world was the Canary Islands.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, how could you get better than here, though?
This was number two.
Okay.
San
that
Diego
makes sense.
climate was number 2 in the world, and I think they were very, very close. It was, mathematical. I was told when I moved here, Hawaii is a tropical climate. I was told that San Diego, especially North County where we are, is a Mediterranean climate, because we do have seasons. Like it does get cooler in the winter, but it's not hot tropical. It's not muggy and sweaty. It's just kind of like that nice, like, humans exist in this temperature very comfortably.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's the ultimate. I mean, we basically live in air conditioning. You know?
Yeah.
Outside is AC.
Yeah. Let's see if we got any more of these.
Jeff 7802. How often does the thing read the message out loud?
How often does the thing read the message out loud? It reads it out loud as often as I press the button, which on nights when I have Brooks here monitoring the chat isn't that often. Do you relay all the cool stuff to me, or do you hoard it to yourself?
I mean, honestly, it's just none of it's really that cool.
But these are ones, I find these between the cracks. Maybe it's because on the nights when I'm alone,
I'm trying to be more engaged in our conversation.
So the people from Twitch, they did tell me a funny stat. They have a stat that measures eye contact. Like they can, it's like an AI thing that can tell how often you're looking at the camera. I was like, well, that's not good. I was like,
neither of us are looking at the camera.
The one that they ran on you had a 0% eyesight engagement.
That's not true. But also, you know what? You know why that is?
You're at an
because
angle.
I'm also looking at the monitor.
Oh,
I don't ever look at the camera.
Yeah, I mean, I try to. I know the camera is. I think it's right there. Is that
right
in
there?
front
For
of
me to look at the camera is weird. I look at the monitor but you know what? Maybe I should look at the camera.
Yeah,
all right, guys. Point taken.
He's like, well, the AI thing couldn't gauge your eyesight engagement because you were behind reflective glasses. He's like, but your co-host had a 0% eyesight engagement rate. I was like,
just another dock against Brooks in the co-hosting department.
When you say you look at we have one over there. Are you looking at that one all the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's big and it shows what's going on.
So, I mean, do you want me to like wheel it behind the camera so it encourages you to look at the camera or something?
Maybe that's a good idea.
It's,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
If I didn't even think people wanted me to look at the camera.
Well, I think a lot of times when I post a short and it's like me and you going back and forth, they'll be like, "Why is your friend so disengaged with you?"
I think it's because it looks like I'm looking off to the side. Yeah, but I am monitoring what's going on. I'm monitoring the situation.
I've gotten that one before. People like, I got a couple people trying to defend me. They're like, just because your co-host is blind doesn't mean that you don't have to make an effort to look at him. I was like, he's looking at the chat. Like,
Why would I look at you?
Sometimes I look over at you because
What am I supposed to look at? I don't even know.
Well, I don't know.
I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the monitor. I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at you.
I feel like out of habit, just because I'm a person, I always turn my head towards where I know people are. But I know that probably looks kind of weird on camera. I think we're supposed to just look there all the time.
People on the podcast do not look at each other unless they're like facing each other from across the room.
So do they look at the camera?
Yeah. Well, if so, this is a different setup than like a normal podcast. Like a normal podcast, we would be
Facing each other.
and talking to each other, but we're kind of just talking to the audience. So I don't really see a need for me to look at you. It's like that would just be kind of fake. I would,
Yeah, I mean,
it would just be to appease the people.
Well,
which
so
I should be looking at the camera.
Yeah,
which I'm going to from now on.
All right, so
I'm gonna look at the camera.
It's people don't like if we both point at the camera, they might realize how off center it is to you.
Right, like I'm looking at it now. It probably looks like I'm looking off to the side from their angle.
But if you're looking,
I'm looking at you, people.
It was because I first started doing this thing alone, and I used to bring that monitor all the way over so I could reach forward with my mouse and with text to speech hit the button that says go live. And then we set up this whole thing that way, and I just happen to have this wide angle lens that can catch you. But yeah, you're off to the side. I'm directly in front.
Right, well, you know what? The audience likes a chicken more than me anyway, so
the stupid chicken did get a lot of likes.
Yeah, I'm just this weird kind of, monotonal, disinterested guy, apparently.
Brooksy cookie or whatever.
Guys, I need some more appreciation from you. I think I need some more support.
I think showing support for Brooks would be following on Twitch at Pete Gustin. That'll show support for Twitch.
Actually, you don't have to give me any support at all. Just follow Pete on Twitch.
There you go. I appreciate that. Let's see if
Chicanery 915. I want to hear Pete's singing voice.
No, you don't. I only sing to like warm up from voiceovers in the morning. I'm not. Brooks is some nights when we go out after this and we get margaritas and burritos and stuff, you'll whip out the old singing voice and do some karaoke.
Well, now she asked me to do it. I don't know if you noticed that. If she sees me there, she'll just call me up.
What? Oh, this thing it's falling.
It is falling.
Okay. Well,
can
I do it with one hand?
I think you can. Wait. That's good. All right. I think we got it.
Still needs. There we go.
Wait.
I think that's where it was.
It's gonna go. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I did it.
Hey, people were saying they love us, love me. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I feel better now.
Good. Brooks gets a lot of love.
I really appreciate it.
Was that thing literally just about to like fall down on us?
It was slowly moving.
I was so this is also my office, like my regular workday office.
Yeah.
I set up this surfboard back here by myself one day, and then I had to have someone vision come in here and check. But before that happened, I was laying this way across the couch, and I had my iPhone in front of me, and I was like listening to messages or whatever, and then I felt something like just kind of like bop, like hit me, like kind of gently. And I'm like, huh? Like, why did I just get hit? Like, what happened? And then whoop, I got nailed. I'm like, what just happened? What happened was the sign, it was the other sign, the longer one, that one fell forward and kind of like grazed me.
Yeah.
And then the whole surfboard fell forward and landed right on my face. I was like, oh my. And when you get hit and you're not expecting it, it's so much worse.
Yeah.
It was because it's a window behind the surfboard, and I used to leave it open. So the wind blew in and blew the surfboard like right on top of my face.
Wow.
And that's why I had this thing very precariously balanced. There's actually weights on the back of the surfboard leaning it back. So when Banana started messing with it, I'm like, this isn't going to end well.
Brutal.
Any more in here as we're waiting for the arrival of Nisha?
Fritz 4447. How has your day been? What did you do for dinner?
Thank you, HS Hype. I'm going to give you an air hug too.
Oh, HS Hype was hot in the chat last night. I had a lot of questions.
That's
a lot
a
of
new
stuff
one.
going on. Yeah. I think HS Hype did some super chats last night, and I believe they said they were in Twitch and YouTube. I was like, all right, cool. I think Banana has a event to go to tomorrow night. I might, if I have the energy for it and the time, and I'm not jacked up, I might do a show from the pool riding a peacock.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
because I got a peacock for my birthday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think if I was riding the peacock, and then I feel like if I was in a pool riding a peacock at night, I feel like I could beg for more people to follow me on Twitch over
Look
there.
who walked back into the chat.
Who is it?
Someone that I have not seen in a while. See if you can guess.
Luke M86.
No.
Luke McGee.
It's a more recent person.
Danny.
No.
Devil's Advocate.
No.
Guy or girl?
I believe it's a boy.
Oh, we don't know.
It's the G of K.
Oh, the Goose of Knowledge.
Yeah. I
Oh.
haven't seen that fool in a while.
I think Goose of Knowledge was here last night, but he said he had like actual friends to go hang out with, and Joni was like, "Go outside and hang with your friends." It was one of the geese like had friends. I was like, "Yeah, go see some real people. You're allowed. Definitely go out into the real world
Yeah,
and
well,
do that."
welcome back. He's dropping some knowledge.
All right. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of knowledge in a while. It's I think we had the show was kind of dominated by kids calling up for a long time, and then YouTube made me shut that down. And then as evidenced by last night, and I was talking to you before the show, Brooks, like I do have the ability to take phone calls, but I feel like people are taking advantage of me for the most part. Every
agree.
time I take a phone call,
I
they
agree.
plug their own channel, they plug their business, they plug something that they're trying to do. And I'm like, like that's not why I'm and honestly, it's not even that big of a platform. We don't have that many people.
I'm
Let's
on
see.
this show all the
At
time.
XSH4D0WF1
That's the long
Rex
username
tweeted
again.
$5 through Super Chat.
Thank you.
Just wanted to say, it's pronounced Shadowfire.
Oh,
Text-to-speech is terrible at screen names.
it's pronounced Shadowfire. XSH.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, Yeah, it's like written in numbers and letters.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the O is a zero, a Shadowfire.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That's so funny because when it said the name, like that's a messed up username. I was like, why did they pick that? So
Yeah, it looked like gibberish to me, and now I see it.
I was like when I was in elementary school, and back then the greatest piece of technology that we had to get through the day was just a calculator, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
could type in 80085, and it said boobs.
Did you guys have TI-83s back then?
I had the TI. I might have had the TI-81.
Okay,
The solar powered
yeah,
calculator.
yeah. The ones that TI-83s had little games on it, like little like.
Oh,
I think it had
no.
Snake.
Maybe I had the TI-80 because I did not have any games,
Oh.
and yeah, the greatest. There was that, and do you remember the store, the Sharper Image?
Oh yeah,
There was a
great store.
there was a dictionary machine. It was a little like
Dictionary machine.
yeah, and you could type in words and it would read the definition of the word out to you.
That's sick.
And it was all text to speech. And this is like 1990, 91, something like that.
Yeah.
We used to go, this is how hard kids these days don't know how easy they have it with their access to adult material. Because
so true.
it's just you just go online and there's anything and everything. We would take a bus to the
I think
mall.
they're unlucky actually.
Well,
But go ahead.
yeah,
sorry.
it messes with their
Yeah.
development,
Yeah.
but in terms of immediate satisfaction, it's very easy. But we'd take the bus to the mall, would go to the Sharper Image store, would wait for the other teenage boys to put it down, and then we would type into the dictionary machine SEX, and it would go sex. It would say it out loud, and we kept pressing the button to be like sex, and then it would like
Oh,
read the
man.
definition to us. I'm like, yeah, that's hot. Anything foreboding back then was like
Foreboding.
enough to turn you on when you were. It was before the internet,
Yeah.
and you used to get carded if you tried to go and buy a Playboy.
Crazy times.
All you had was the dictionary machine and Sharper Image.
Crazy times, man. Yeah, Sharper Image and Brookstone were cool.
Yeah, I think
They were like, "Oh, you're stepping into the future, man." There's,
Totally.
like calf muscle massaging machines and little like weird, like magnetic ball things you put on your desk.
I had a talking scale that I got at the Sharper Image
What?
because this is funny. So when
Well, I remember those when those came out.
when I was a kid and I had like some vision and I was short, I was like a little kid, 10 years old, I could like see down to my toes. I'm like, yeah, I
Yeah.
weigh like 70 pounds. But then I got into high school and I used to like, I'd have to like bend over, like literally like bend over and touch my toes. And I could like kind of see the scale, like if I bent over all the way. But then I'm like shaking, I'm like vibrating as I'm like trying to bend down. Then I'm like 170, 174, 168, 175. I'm like somewhere in there. I think I'm like 170. And then eventually I couldn't see the stupid scale anymore, but I was at the Sharper Image one day and I stepped on a scale. It's like, your weight is 172 pounds.
Oh,
I was
you
like,
were stoked, huh?
I was like, nice.
yeah,
Yeah, no
made
more
for you.
toe touches.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved that store when I was a kid. I also liked Best Buy. I enjoyed going into Best Buy as a kid.
No, Sharper Image was cooler because Best Buy just had all like it had all the cool stuff, but it was all
Yeah.
like you go into Sharper Image and they had like a life-size statue of Batman for no particular reason.
That's true.
You're like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I used to, I can't even think of it now. I used to have all sorts of, there was a kind of a sad, there was this, it was like a yardstick with lights on it. And my mom bought it for me for Christmas from the Sharper Image because it was supposed to help strengthen your eyes, and you'd focus on the light close to you and then further away. And then you could do it with different colors. And it was supposed to like strengthen your eyes. And my doctor's like, yeah, that's not going to help you. Your retinas are dying from the inside out. It doesn't really matter like how good your eye muscles are. I was like,
Jeez.
oh, all right. This thing's
Brutal.
leaning on me. Hopefully everything's in place. I believe Nisha showed up. I mean, are we still? What are you? I'm
I
starting.
mean, I don't care.
I feel-
We can keep going. I don't.
Do we have? I mean, do we have anybody?
No, I'm supposed to give her something, but yeah,
Oh, yeah.
people are in here.
I mean,
there's people here.
We got a fair amount of people.
36. I mean, we dropped them a little bit, but
Okay. Is there anybody over on my favorite platform that I know I plug
yeah,
far too
11
much?
people did.
Hey, look at that. We
Killing it.
got 11
Hey,
people.
thanks everyone who's on Twitch. We thank you.
Yeah, if everybody
We thank you.
everybody just went over because they like I didn't show you the email, but the people from Twitch are literally like monitoring and rooting for me. They're like, do good. Because this is, I mean, I think that there's a lot of things on their platform that they may or may not be proud of. As a company, I recently discovered yesterday or the day before that there's a lot of girls in bikinis just standing there on Twitch.
Yeah, hot tub streamers.
Cool. And
Hard
there's
to compete with that.
there's a lot of
I was looking here though. There's actually people that you have more viewers than that are being served to me on the live channels. So that's kind of interesting.
on Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Some guy named RoboKey. You have more than
what up, RoboKey?
one named Edna Ileana Music.
Robo-
I've already told you this one guy I watch. It's super cool channel on Twitch. He's a drummer, and people send in songs that he has to cover.
Oh,
And they pay like $5 a song.
Whoa.
And he's super, super good. So he
Yeah.
just kills it.
but he just drums the song. Does he sing?
He just
too?
drums. So he just does covers of songs on the drums. But his setup is insane. He's got like 10 different camera angles.
Oh,
The
wow.
sound is insane. It's super entertaining.
I have thought about before doing like voiceovers on demand on Twitch, but then I realized I'd just be taking a massive pay cut doing what I do throughout the day
Right,
anyway.
You're worth more than that.
I mean, if someone was paying me $5 to
Maybe
do a
if it was like
voiceover,
one word, they could pay you to say one word. Or
maybe.
their name.
But then, even then, like if I say, I was saying this the other day, like someone calls up and they're like, say Sony, and I go Sony, and all of a sudden that ends up like the tagline on all of their commercials. I'm like, damn it, that should have been $38,000 plus 10% for my union rate. I totally blew it.
Right. They're just going to have you say every word humanly possible.
Yeah,
in your own-
over time, they'll have me say every word, and then they'll combine it, and they'll be like, "Now, there we go. We made the AI out of you." I was like, "Damn it!"
Someone asked what my favorite chip is. Ooh, good question. I do love Flamin' Hot Cheetos with the limon flavor. I do be loving those, but I don't know if that's a chip. So I'm going to say Cape Cod salt and vinegar.
Oh, Cape Cods are good. I remember when I like very first discovered Cape Cods. I'm like, "Whoa, these are pretty amazing."
They are. You dip that in some French onion dip.
Danny
Oh.
always gets these chips at Board and Brew. They're just like regular chips, but they have like an amazing flavor on them. Not, I think it's like sriracha or something. Whoa, remember which? Oh! It was Lay's barbecue rib flavored chips.
Oh, yeah, I remember those.
Those were amazing.
We've had some cool ones in the taste test.
We had a lot of chicken ones. Those are pretty
Yeah.
good. There was like fried chicken, which didn't taste like fried chicken, but it was good. And then we had, God damn, every Asian chip we got was like Korean squid. I'm like, no. The crab flavored ones. There's like every nasty seafood there was out there. Yeah, I think Lay's barbecue ribbed chips were probably my favorite.
I do love those. I love Doritos Cooler Ranch, nacho cheese from back in the day.
That's nacho cheese.
That's nacho cheese, boy.
I remember thinking, this is it was really funny when I grew up. Like I was a kid in the 80s, and there just wasn't like, there was like chips. There was like Lay's, Ruffles, and then like, there was Doritos, and there was one flavor of Doritos. And then all of a sudden, like Sun Chips came out. We're like, holy, that's like
yeah.
a whole different kind. And I believe, unless it just came to my local town, There's
Disby_me just followed.
Thank you, Disby_me. Someone's listening and following on
Disby
Twitch.
Gillespie?
No, Disby_me.
I don't know what
It was
Dizzy Gillespie,
Yeah,
like a jazz musician.
that's it. Yeah. If everybody, I almost came on my birthday just to like beg everybody on my birthday to follow me on Twitch. I know it's annoying. I feel like it's annoying that I keep asking, but like,
Well, you're not asking for money. You're just asking them to follow you. It's not that big a
it would make my life easier now that and they've told me they were going to do this and they did do it. And I'm one of the first people that did it. Like, it is horizontal and vertical. And the thing that's driving me bonkers about YouTube is there's horizontal and vertical, but the two chats are disassociated.
Right.
Like, people in horizontal don't know the vertical people are there. Twitch has combined the horizontal and vertical chats into one page, and their text to speech is amazing, as you just witnessed. Like, when someone follows, I get to hear your name. When someone subscribes, I hear your name, an image comes up, and then the same thing. I just have access to. Twitch worked with me. I told them I was a blind creator, and they're like, all right, let's streamline this for you. So they've been extraordinarily helpful. Whereas
We're
YouTube,
up to 13 viewers on Twitch. Let's go.
let's go. Whereas I started a treasure train last week.
Oh, that's cool.
It was it's the same thing. It's like a hype train. So if someone gifts a subscription or subscribes, and then someone else does something right afterwards, it starts a like regular hype train. But Twitch gave me a treasure train, which as everybody started combining and doing more things, everybody got treasures. I'm like, that's kind of neat.
That
So
is neat.
They do fun stuff like that.
I like that. It's very neat.
But yeah, I almost came on my birthday and started like begging for followers over there. But Banana and I decided that I should just enjoy the day instead of going on. So yeah.
Have you ever heard the term shill before?
Yes.
Yeah. I think you could do some more shilling.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
it's shameless shilling.
have I hit the? Sarah actually, she put a comment. And I couldn't tell. Sarah Cam is basically her and Matei are solely responsible for all the blind guy unboxings these days, or mostly responsible. But she put a comment and she's like, "I'm not gonna follow you on Twitch. Like, stop asking me to follow you on Twitch." I was like, "Okay, sorry." Like, I don't mean to.
She did say that.
Yeah, I don't mean to like beat people over the head over
People
it.
just don't know even how to sign up. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things.
I guess I can't expect Riri to try and figure out how to download Twitch and go over there and figure it out. But just for doing what I'm doing, just the fact that they are supporting and understanding me as a blind creator just kind of makes me excited.
There's something weird. I'm obviously subscribed to you on Twitch, but there's a resubscribe button, which is, I guess, is just a higher level.
Wait, what is that? Oh, wait, you don't subscribe. You just follow. Oh, so you subscribed. When you subscribe, you only subscribe for like a month?
Oh,
Subscriptions. So following is forever. When you subscribe, it's there's like you're contributing some bits or something like that. And if you only did it for a month, you have to resubscribe and it'll do it again.
okay.
I was going to show you we'll do one more question over here, and then I've got the Steve pictures of the day, which I think I could show you on my phone.
Emery Guarnera, Bruyo, one of my favorite YouTubers. How do you read the comments? Do you have somebody reading them?
Yep, it's a robot.
You're hearing yourself being read,
Yep,
actually.
that's
Well,
how.
I guess you wouldn't even have to actually say anything that would answer that question.
Yeah, exactly. All self-evident. That is how the comments get read. Which, if this technology didn't exist, but between Caster Labs making the chat get read out loud, Twitch helping me out with the notifications, like, it's possible. Before all that technology, I would have just been sitting here talking to the wall and wouldn't be able to interact with anybody. Is there anything happening? Speaking of the chat, is there anything happening I should be responding to right now?
I'm watching on Twitch and YouTube Vertical. I love your YouTube content. Some people talking about Doritos.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Doritos Cool Ranch. See, this is why I like having the chat running when I'm by myself, because I'm constantly losing track in my own mind of what I was talking about. But literally, when I was a young kid, there was just Doritos. Do you have a browser up? Like, ask when Cool Ranch Doritos were invented.
Also, someone asked for something pretty funny. Or Cool Ranch.
Yeah, when were they invented? Because I feel like, I swear to God, I remember them inventing Cool Ranch. I was like, oh,
1986.
I was totally alive. All right, so I was 9. Yeah, I totally remember that. Like, there was just Doritos. That's it. And then all of a sudden, they come with this blue bag, and they had like this dust, this powder on them.
Oh,
Like,
man.
oh my God! Like, it was.
insane.
during that period of time, I'm telling you, they just had regular Cheerios, like regular, like
Gross.
and then eventually they came with like Honey Nut Cheerios. I'm like, whoa! Like all of a sudden you had options as the '80s went on. What were they asking for that was funny?
Says Brooks, just wondering, can you compliment Pete on something normal but make it seem weird? And same for Pete to Brooks.
What? Something normal.
Pete, your nose is looking really great today. Is
I
that normal?
I appreciate the scent of your deodorant today.
Yeah, that was pretty weird too.
That was
I think we
weird.
both did a good job.
Everything about that felt weird.
I think we accomplished what he wanted. That was a funny request.
Yeah, I hear.
Can we get some more requests like that? That was
Yeah.
fun.
I hear Nisha and Banana outside. Are they going to think we're rude if we keep staying up here? I
Yeah,
mean,
they're definitely no, they don't care.
okay. I
I don't know. Maybe they care,
Cross
but
028.
I don't care.
How did you get that smell out of a dog?
Oh, so you weren't here, Brooks. 3 weeks ago or so, I was doing the show and a skunk sprayed like in the park behind the house, and I was telling people that Superdog got skunked like a number of times.
Yeah.
And the first time it happened, the only thing that I happened to have in the house, the only thing was tea tree oil shampoo.
Ooh.
And I was like, I don't, because everybody's like, you got to put them in tomato oil and put them in the tub, or tomato juice and put them in the tub. We had this tea tree oil, and it did an amazing job of getting the stink out of Superdog. I mean, I scrubbed him so hard to get all the smells out, but the one thing, I didn't scrub him really hard, and he got sprayed right in the face. And so I remember, like, for like 3 weeks, he'd come up to me, and he was very affectionate, big scary Doberman, but he was very affectionate. He'd come up and like lick me, and every time he did, his lips smelled like skunk because I didn't like scrub his lips super hard. And he'd come up and give me a lick and I'd be like, whoa. And because I didn't get the smell out like right away, it was like hard to get out after the fact. I was like, man, you got some stinky lips. So that's what that person.
You got some stinky lips, boy.
Stank lips.
That's
let's see.
a weird. That's not, I mean, an insult, but a weird insult.
Yeah, that's a long username.
If you had full sight, is there anything about your careers you think would be different?
Yeah, I mean, my career would probably be entirely different. I don't know, man. I think I would be an actor, like an on-camera actor, possibly. I remember I was interested in politics. I was interested in getting into politics when I was younger. I liked the idea of like running for office and trying to do good. But I don't think I would have gone voice acting if I had 20/20 vision. I think I would have gone like regular acting. I don't know. I mean, I feel like my life. You think like, oh, maybe my life wouldn't be different if I could see, but seeing just on its surface is such a massively. Not seeing and seeing is so different. I can't imagine that my entire life wouldn't be completely different. But then again, who knows? I might have gotten my driver's license and driven off a cliff at 17. I wouldn't have made it. Might not have worked out so great.
Someone says, or Dank Angel says, I like your big toe. LOL.
Oh, is that in the?
I can't see it. Maybe it's in the side shot.
No,
it is creating a shadow. You're controlling a shadow with just your big toe.
What, shadow in my own face?
You're like doing shadow puppets.
Like over
here. No, it's like on your crotchal region.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, you're doing shadow puppets.
That's interesting for everybody. I can you spread your toes? Can you do like get some space between your toes? I've heard that's not.
Yeah, my feet are super dirty.
That's good. I needed to change positions. I was getting a little. My back was getting a little tight. All right, 7:51. I do feel like, I mean, unless we got like rockin' numbers, I shouldn't walk away from.
No, they're not crazy, but
I kind of want to show. I want to show people the Steve pictures from today. What did I do? Hello. Oh, there we go. You guys will get to see my phone screen for a second.
Camera.
There's the camera. There's Brooks on
Viewfinder.
screen. Probably.
Focus unlocked. Image. A
So
person
if I
wearing
go to
photo and
it
video
said
viewer.
person wearing
Button.
headphones. That's crazy. Did it just describe you? Say it again.
What?
The phone just started to
Face-centered.
face centered. Describe the damn person. Do it again. Say it.
Say what?
Face centered.
So you're centered, but before it said who it
Zoom.
started to
1.0
say person wearing
face-centered.
headphones. Yeah,
Near top left edge.
I'm not going to do it this time.
Photo and video viewer.
Photo
Button.
and video
Back button.
viewer. So that's supposed to be the picture of
Accessibility.
Steve at
Voiceover
his
off.
date today. Do you see him up in the? You're allowed to look away from the camera. You can look at the monitor over there.
Okay.
Is Steve? Is that Steve on his play
Yeah,
date
it's
today?
just really small.
Oh, there was another one. I think it's supposed to be just him. Is that Steve on his play date?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's Steve. That's
He's
what.
looking super happy.
Is he in the picture with other dogs, or is it just him?
Yeah. There's a really happy-looking golden retriever who's like doing that smile thing. It's
Yeah.
actually they're both just smiling like crazy. It's a really cute picture.
That's what he gets to do. And Wednesdays and Fridays, Steve gets to go and run around and play with other doggies.
Mm, legend.
Yeah, and then Skylar stays home and she enjoys her time away from Steve.
Yeah, she's like, thank the Lord.
She's like, thank you. I got some time to myself. All right, I am starting to get all that talk of barbecue rib chips. Started getting me kind of hungry. So if everybody loved me, you would go to even if you don't on Twitch, figure it out. Go get the Twitch app. Find me there. Hit me up on Twitch at Pete Gustin. I might, like I said, come back tomorrow night and would it be weird? Like I can't get in the pool like wearing all my clothes, but would it be a creepy stream if I was in the pool like wearing a bathing suit? Obviously, would that be weird for people?
I don't. You know, didn't you already do that?
Yeah, but I had a shirt on like the what's the bird I'm going to be riding? I was riding a duck last time, which keeps me out of the water. The peacock. The peacock kind of submerges me. I can't be wearing like a whole shirt because I'll be half underwater. If you tuned into a Twitch stream and you saw a guy in a pool riding a peacock with no shirt on, would you be like, I'm out. This is too weird.
No, I think that'd be pretty cool. I'd be like interested about what's going on here.
All right, I might try that tomorrow night. I might. It's the amount of tech to get that working is twice as the tech that I have going on here, which is a lot. But I might try that tomorrow night. If not, I am going to come back on Tuesday.
Wait.
Ooh. It's like you're prognosticating
At
the
law
future.
_mi_y_Corey_Cisa $5 through Super Chat.
Thank you.
Damn pluggers, always trying to plug stuff.
Yeah.
Tell plug you. Sharper Image was rad, bro. Searched poop on the library pewter and got banned for a WK.
Yeah. Yeah. It was fun times back in the day.
That was a roller coaster of a super chat.
It was.
Thank you, Mattia.
Yeah,
you really bring the entertainment to the super
It
chats.
does. That computer back then, you could say poop. It could, you could make it say boobs. Like it would say also, it would say anything you put in there. It was pretty awesome. It was a good time.
Yeah, that was the best super chat.
Thank you for that amazing super chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate the non sequiturs. All right, Nisha's here. They're probably waiting for us. Thank you to everybody that super chatted. You're going to make the rest of our night possible, and we love you for
subscribe,
it.
Go to Twitch.
Subscribe.
Follow.
Go to Twitch at Pete
Do it
Gustin.
all.
Yeah, do everything.
Do it all, baby.
Watch all my videos. I work hard on those things.
He does. Watch all his videos. Like them all. Comment.
So, all right. For me, Pete, the Blind Surfer, Brooks over there, Banana outside.
Good to see everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Coming in.
Appreciate you all.